mission begins. Find yourself within. Take up your blade. Let the fears within fade. Stories are told as the die roll. Don't be afraid. Make your destiny will find you and me. Friends at your side, make the group with pride. Try as you might, you now live to fight. Monster nor foe can fill you with woe. Enemies in sight, it's time to roll dice. Roll for initiative. Check, please.
Hello, checkers and pleasers.
Hey.
How we doing today?
Hey.
Hello. Hey, everybody.
We're back.
Cool. We're alive.
Great movie.
We made it another week. Well, welcome to Check Please, the T&D show. This is a game of Dungeons & Darkness for my players. And I'm your DM Beardy, and down here below me are my lovely players.
Hello, my name is Keni, and I play Risen the Fateweaver.
Hello, I'm Foaly, and I play Kurla, the Half-Orc Life Oracle.
I'm Xeno. I play Vera, the Swarmmonger.
I'm Skrewy, and I play Petravian, the Hivekeeper Paladin of Eden and Mellifera.
And I'm Grem, and I play Lovette, the Cooklock Seminal.
And with that, let's roll. So last time, the party had entered the Tomb of the Betrayer and descended past multiple seals and barriers placed by the Proteans of old and the gods alike. Now, they've entered the lower levels and must face a gauntlet of darkness to reach their goal. They now continue in the day of August 15th. And this music is inappropriate.
It is the
Inappropriate.
beginning
There we go.
music.
It's very mature.
There
also,
we go.
how about episode 40? How cool is that?
40?
Yeah.
Wow.
The big
Wow.
Fool's Errand.
So, I believe that Vera is currently in a cage of bone. So,
Mhm.
I'm going to see if, can I just rip this apart?
Yeah, now that the creature that has constructed that cage has been felled, the bones become brittle and easily broken.
Fantastic.
Since my little marching doom bots didn't get to kill anything, they've got like their little squad leader who gets them all to come over, and they trade their weapon in for a broom, and they all go out and start cleaning up all these webs.
I love it.
No,
Alright.
Grem Lovette.
Yeah. Come on, man. Get it together.
Wow. It begins.
Well, the marching dooms spread around the room and begin cleaning up the area, making it nice and tidy.
Is there anything in this room at all? Like, any remains,
Yes.
any items I can see?
Well, there appears to be 2 doors leading out of this room, but that's about it.
Okay.
There's mostly just the corpses of these bone spiders and what was until a moment ago a bunch of webbing that the marching dooms are in the process of hacking down from the walls and sweeping into neat little piles.
Yeah, otherwise, it's
Are
just a
bone
blank.
spider corpse? Sorry.
Otherwise, it's just a like hallway.
Mhm.
Nothing?
Yeah,
Okay.
it seems to be a long rectangular room. You're not sure what the purpose of this place was.
Probably housing
spider
bone
corpses,
spiders.
Are they distinct from skeletons? Would a bone spider corpse just be bones? Or
Well,
do
yeah,
they
I mean,
still have
now
like, the
that-
spider shape?
Well, now they're just bones. Yes,
Bones, okay.
they
I
were.
mean, I
the
was kind of
spiders.
genuinely curious if they stayed in spider shape or if they became just bone piles.
Well, no.
Is
Now that they've been vanquished, they're just piles of bones.
Well, that's the question.
Okay.
Are they composed of a bunch of human corpses, or,
Yeah,
or are
like-
they like the Walmart bone spiders you see at Halloween?
Oh yeah, the ones that like in some alternate
Yes.
reality that spiders have bones.
Have bones inside
Yes.
of them.
Aw.
No, these are actually just human skeletons that have been reconfigured into
Okay.
looking like a spider.
Thanks.
Okay.
I hate it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Here,
so
let
if
me-
it's
let me-
just
let me
bones,
balloon that picture for everyone here.
but if it's just bones, where's all the webbing coming from?
Oh, and what's
Magic?
inside?
Magic.
Don't ask.
I mean, I would say it's magic.
Oh, that's horrifying.
Ah,
Yeah.
that's beautiful. I love it.
So yeah,
Mm.
it's human bones, but they're configured in such a way to look more like a spider.
Gotcha.
I feel like the spider skeleton is more horrifying, just because that means there was a poor creature who had a skeleton on the inside and a skeleton on the outside.
Yeah, it was just all skeleton. Both.
No meat on those
What
bones.
kind of necromancer's like, human body? I'm gonna make that into a spider.
I
Like,
mean,
who
that would be
looks-
me,
Well-
first of all.
It would be.
I think the answer
yeah.
is Marcus the Destroyer. So
Yeah.
you can ask him.
Could I do a heal check to see if I can identify any of these bones, and especially to kind of get a sense of how old the creatures, the bipeds were that they were taken from?
Tibia and fibula.
Yeah, you can make a heal check. That's fine.
Thank
It
you.
looks more like a radius and ulna on the distal legs.
That's pretty humorous.
Well, that was an embarrassing 12.
Okay,
That was
starting
a nat
early.
3.
All right. Well, Kurla, your heal check resulted in a 12. As far as you can tell, they're pretty old. Judging from your knowledge of history about this place, you know that this tomb is about 750 or so years old. So your best guess is that that's about how old these are.
See, I was driving for how old the corpses were, that the beings were when they died, when the bones were taken from them. But
Oh, I see. The biological age of the person when
Yes.
they died. I see. Then your best guess at a 12 is going to be adult.
okay, good.
They don't look like children's skeletons, if that's what your question is.
Excellent, because it could
Okay.
always be worse.
Could always be worse. Yeah, you could be fighting
Yeah, no, that's
skeletal
true.
children.
Well, look, if they looked like children's skeletons, how do you know they're not gnomes?
It's true. I mean, that's and
Not
this
with a
is where
12
my
heal check.
my beef with small races comes from.
That's very fair. They do have different skeletal structures as an answer to that question.
That's true. They do have different
yeah,
skeletons.
because
Beardy just has a
then you
vendetta.
find a child
I do.
skeleton and you're like, why are the proportions so fucked up on this child? It's like, all right.
It's like, oh, it's a gnome. Oh shit. Okay.
Some-
Yeah,
Somewhere
you see,
here
the
is,
fontanelle's all closed up, so it's not a child.
You're a child.
The Marcus Halfling's original body is somewhere around here, no
Well,
doubt.
So Vera's going to go up to the door that we see at the end of this room, and I'd like to inspect it first, see if I can see anything on it. See, looks no traps I can see.
Sure. Yeah, you take a look at that door, and it doesn't appear. Go ahead and give me a perception check. Let's see what you find.
You got it. That's a 33.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, you don't notice anything odd about that door. It looks like it's just a pretty standard wooden-looking door. There's no lock. There's just a handle. You think it'll probably open if you try to open it.
Alrighty. I also put my hand on the handle. I like to put my ear up. Do I hear anything on the other side?
You listen at the door, and you hear total silence.
I would look. Blah. I would like to do the same with the door that I'm near, more south of the room.
Oh, there's more.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know who to follow.
34 for my perception.
Okay. You listen at the door, and you hear absolutely nothing through it. But when you're looking at the door, that one has a keyhole in it.
Bro.
Petravian will, or I will like to concentrate and use tremor sense to see if I feel anything moving on the other side
Okay.
side of this wall.
Within 60 feet of you.
Yes,
Sure.
please.
Search the room for a skeleton key.
Ha, ha, ha,
Wow.
ha.
These are good. I like
Tempting
these.
the wrath
You
of
know-
the thing from on high.
Sorry.
I'm
The
really
thing?
trying to. I feel like I'm just gonna have to take this out on everybody because at this point I think every one of you has thrown out a pun.
Have I?
I haven't. I've been good.
Yeah, but Skrewy's been thinking about them, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also,
fine.
Skrewy's got a backlog he's left unattended.
Yeah.
And I've been giggling
So-
at them, so I feel like I should be punished along with everyone else.
I don't know why I'm dragging everyone down with me. You guys are fine. I don't give a shit.
so does Petravian feel anything? Is that answer?
No.
Do I sense
No.
No.
nothing?
You reach out with your tremor sense, and within 60 feet of you, the only things moving are you guys.
All right.
That is a grave inside there.
Ha ha ha. That is funny. I get it. It's a good joke.
Everyone all right? Anyone need a bit of healing before we continue on?
It should be fine.
I'm fine.
Okay.
Fine.
Petravian looks over his shoulder and just Chisel, come on over.
We
And-
should move over also because the timer is going. I've got like 5 minutes left.
All right, on your
I did
little
start Archie's
friends.
timer last time.
Yeah, it's fine.
Petravian, why don't you get behind Vera and let her open the door and stuff?
There, ready?
Got it.
And Vera will count down 3, 2, 1, and open the door.
Okay. Vera, you open the door, and ahead of you, you see a well-preserved room. The air inside is stale and unmoving. Peering ahead from where you're standing, you can only see that the room goes back about 20 feet, but opens up on either side to the left and right. You'll have to get a little bit closer to see anything else, but go ahead and make a perception check for me.
You got it.
I want to see if you notice something else.
That is a 36.
Nice.
Nice.
Very nice.
At your feet, you notice a crumpled up piece of paper.
Ooh, another one.
I will. I'll pick it up.
Yay.
Can you imagine if
Okay.
the silverfish went ahead and ate all of these?
Right?
Yeah,
They
right.
jump through the portal.
Yeah, just
They
keep moving.
jump through the portal. They're like, I sense paper.
They exited the dungeon and then ate all the paper in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Vera will pick that up.
All right, Vera, you pick up this piece of paper and uncrumple it. Would you like to read it?
Sure.
All right. The lot of you are transported away in something's memory. You find yourselves in a wide open pavilion tent. Inside stands a group of men wearing Protean military armor and uniforms. They gather around a wide table marked with symbols and writing. It's a map of some form. They move tokens representing military units across it, discussing possible enemy actions and counters to their plans. There's one city noted on the map, Pontivy, the capital of Parthenae. The officers discuss resistance concentrations, troop movements, scout reports, and probable enemy actions. Standing among them is a human with gaunt-looking proportions, pale skin, a long black ponytail. You recognize him as Marcus from the other visions. He nods and orders his army to move in small units to bait out and concentrate the enemy into a single large battle. Everything fades, and you hear a single voice speaking in the darkness. It was all so simple. The enemy moved in predictable ways, protecting their backwards land with nothing but their swords and shields. They barely had a grasp of military organization. No proper units, no logistics. They could be baited, toyed with, and tricked. Conquering them took nothing but a simple feint. Bait them into a conflict they think they can win. As the voice fades, you find yourselves back in the room.
Just curious, does he have any facial hair or anything like that?
No.
Okay. Just getting the mental image.
No, Proteans were pretty much clean shaven. As
What
like a
What does he look like, per se?
sure. So he's sort of pale, like average height, like long black hair
Uh-huh.
pulled back into a ponytail. He looks Protean in his features as far as like his facial structure. So he's kind of got like that square jaw, that harsh nose, like the typical features that one would associate with Protean style. But he doesn't seem to have like the robust muscular build that you would expect from like a soldier or an officer or general. He looks
So, like,
much,
Ish with darker hair.
in a way, similar. I mean, Ish didn't have Protean like facial features, but as far as like build, yeah, I would say Ish-like in build.
Skinny motherfucker!
Yeah.
Well, that certainly makes these more unpleasant for Lovette then.
I'm I'm not sure I'm liking that bit about baiting them in with a battle they think they can win. I think that sounds a little ominous.
Doesn't it? Doesn't it sound like kind of familiar?
It does.
Well, what do we do then?
Well, what can we do? We gotta keep going.
We
we
can't leave where we came from.
So maybe we talk about not making this a battle, making this something else.
So Traz?
But that's the point of the discussion. I don't know. I mean, I don't.
What are we gonna say? Please don't enslave the entire planet.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna say. That'll get them. That was helpful contribution to the conversation. Thank you for that.
I mean, do we have
Wow,
anything
the
that
sass.
Well,
do we have anything that he wants? I don't think we have much leverage to try and broker any sort of deal, since he's gonna have the standard and the book pretty soon if he doesn't already.
The standard was using the puzzle we did earlier.
I don't think we want to broker a deal either. I don't think that there's a compromise we're going to like here.
So I'm not seeing how it's not gonna come to battle.
Where do we outsmart him?
I mean, I think maybe the rest of you might be able to. You were able. Excuse me. I had soda earlier.
What soda?
Shut the fuck up, Petravian.
Is that from another plane or something?
Why are you drinking soda?
You know, it itches my throat. It makes me feel better. Anyways,
Oh,
what I was saying was I think the rest of you have all the ability to outsmart him if you say the right things. Vera, Kurla, you're very good at making things work verbally.
Thank
I
you.
mean,
All of you were
we-
able to succeed in that last floor.
Well, we stopped Krishna without fighting. I don't know if we can really take credit for that, but I mean, something like that. That wasn't a fight we could have won either. Over here,
So forward or back? That seems to be the
well,
decision.
if
There is no back.
Fireworld, there is no back. Yeah.
Right.
So
That's where I'm
there
at
is
with
no
this.
fucking discussion. We just have to keep going.
Then let's keep
We're
going
on
then.
the same page. Okay. All right. Fine.
Vera will put their mouth as into hush, and it's going to step 10 feet forward,
Okay.
dragging their hand across the wall, and they're going to try to sneak just to peer around and see if they can see anything around the corners.
You got it. Give me a stealth check and go ahead and move yourself up 10 feet.
You got it. Right. Boom. That is a
Alright,
37.
Excellent. All right, so you sneak up at, like a shadow, moving into the room, making no sound at all. And you see that this room contains 2 rows of sarcophagi on the north and south sides of the room, 8 in total. They lie quiet and closed.
I don't see anything moving.
No, there's no life in this room whatsoever.
I will wave Petravian and the others over.
I'm wondering if I should try to stealth, but I mean, not gonna
There's
help.
No, I don't think there's any help
Clang.
there.
All right, moving on up.
All right.
What do you
Petravian,
see?
you see the same thing. You see
Okay.
8 sarcophagi in the room. The room appears to be clean and empty, like it was very, very tightly sealed for a long time.
I will activate my eye
Mhm.
for detect magic, and I like to look around, see if any of these sarcophagi are inherently active with magic.
Okay. You sweep the room with your detect magic, and you find that there is a source of magic within each sarcophagus.
There's something in each of these. Whether or not they're all some kind of trap
A treasure.
or treasure, that's also a possibility. Everyone be on your guards,
She's gonna
though.
show up in like 2 minutes, so
Kurla will step in, and when they see the sarcophagi, they're going to cast Detect Undead.
Nice.
We get to play Whack the Undead.
And
Okay.
just sort of, as they're finger wiggling and muttering, they will just sort of look back and forth over these sarcophagi to try and figure out if there's anything necromantic going on.
Yeah, so you do that, and you find immediately that there are, in fact, undead inside each of these sarcophagi.
Oh, heads up, folks, we've got undead in each of those.
Petravian.
Yeah, what is expected?
By virtue or by specifics of that spell, you would detect a strong aura of undeath in each one.
Ooh. Petravian, you go first. You're more adept at dealing with undead.
Yes, that is your specialty.
Kurla, you too. You should be prepared as well.
I gotcha. Kurla's gonna dip a hand into their pouch and pull out a small little sparkling pile of what looks like dust, and have that in hand as they proceed in after Petravian.
Yes. Ooh.
That'll be on the
It's a
side. Yep, so we will
target-rich environment.
start heading in.
Looks like a shithole.
No, this was we on the tomb, listen.
Well, this tomb looks like a shithole.
Most tombs do.
Are we close enough to see any inscriptions on the sarcophagi, or be able to read any writing if there is any?
There's no inscriptions. They are just slabs of smooth stone.
Gotcha.
Oh, I didn't realize it wasn't like a door.
Ooh.
Do we need to be in here? Maybe we should try to use the door.
I mean, I could always try and knock on it. It just, it had a keyhole. Didn't have the key. But I could use the spell on it, see if it works.
What's the money on the key being in one of these?
2,000? 2,000
What?
silver?
I'm not slowing down for that.
Figure of speech, I don't think I'm going to bet on that one.
Yeah, I'm not slowing down on that.
Can I do a perception check, Beardy, just to verify that there's nothing? Actually, no, sorry, Vera, you already did one for the room, didn't you?
Of
Or did you do one for the corridor?
for
the
what,
room.
perception?
Yes.
Yeah, I did it for the room, for the corridor.
Gotcha.
There. Beardy already confirmed.
Yeah, you've already searched the room.
Got it.
All right. So for the sarcophagi, does it look like there's space in between where these things are, or is it just like tightly sealed?
Another space between each sarcophagus.
I mean, like for a lid.
Oh, yeah. There's a slab of stone on top of each one that could be pushed off and open up, and you could therefore open each sarcophagus if you felt like it.
Do you want me to open the one in front of me?
Don't open completely, just slightly.
Do you want to build a skeleton?
Everyone be ready though.
Alright.
Get my dukes up.
Just a crack.
Oh. Well, then, I might just start casting a spell as he does that.
Alright. Do you need a strength check, Beardy?
You're pushing one to open it?
Well, wait.
Just ever so, just a little bit. Not all the way.
But you're okay.
Yes.
So then
Yes. Yes.
In a
Yes.
court of law, you have to say yes or no.
Yes. I'm going to open one.
All right. Strength check.
You got it. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. That is an
Alright.
18.
All right. So, Petravian, you place your hands on the sarcophagus, and you put your back into it. And you start to push this just enough to get the rock, just to get the stone to slide a little bit. And as soon as you begin to slide it a little bit, something happens.
Oh, good.
Is it something good?
I should
No,
hope
it's a
so.
party.
Depends on what you're here for.
Santa shows up.
No, it's never good.
Damn.
That only
So,
happens
Petravian.
in Narnia.
What happens is when you place your hands on this and begin to slide this stone, it moves a lot faster and a lot easier than you expected, as if there's another force also pushing it with you.
Oh.
As you slide it, it slides off the back of the sarcophagus and clatters to the floor like quickly. And as this one slides, so do all of the other ones.
Yep.
Oh, good.
And here we go.
So every single sarcophagus slides open, and as they do, these bones start to like float up. Well, they not start to. They do very quickly, in fact, float up and assemble themselves as a standing human skeleton in each one.
Ooh. Mmm. Eee.
Yummy.
Cool.
Lovette, I'm gonna need to get back in that hallway in a second,
Okay.
just so you know.
Just get behind me.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and roll initiatives there, and these skeletal lictors have risen from these sarcophagi, and they are unhappy to have their eternal rest disturbed. So the first one is up here next to
They
Vera.
have reason already? What did he do?
Oh boy, these are... You guys are just doing all kinds of puns tonight.
Sorry.
Lictor, I barely know her.
Wow.
All right.
just gonna-
I didn't mean to open the
Sorry.
floodgates on that
Sorry,
one.
sorry.
I'm just gonna have to start killing characters.
I'm not a part of this. I'm not
I
a part
tried
of this.
so hard to keep that one down. I apologize.
I mean-
Ah,
I thought it, but
I'm not a joker.
Okay, we've been doing the Riz ones forever without any penalty to anyone. I thought that was safe.
All right.
We're sorry,
So,
DM Daddy.
This lictor is going to like pull a sword and start to go at Vera there. Let's see if this actually does anything. Well, look at that. That's a critical threat.
Mmm.
oh no.
Let me check your flat-footed AC.
It's probably not good.
Does not confirm.
Whoa!
Wow.
Yeah, the confirmation roll is pretty bad. All right, so the skeletal lictor is going to rise from the grave and strike Vera with a longsword. Vera, you take a total of 6 whole points of damage.
Wow.
Oh no. That's
Do I need to roll a fort save to stay alive?
No, you'll manage to survive that one.
We got some Neosporin.
Bast and Trayson.
oh my.
All right, Petravian, you are struck from the north, and this one is going to strike you for 14 points of damage.
Oh, Vera got off
Wow.
lucky.
I mean, flat-footed AC at 32. I thought it would be okay, but apparently not.
Flat-footed is 32? That's not.
Uh-huh.
Oh, wait, yeah.
It's because
I
his
think
normal
around
AC is
touch
33.
Yeah. I'm
It's
thinking
not
touch.
like there's that big of a difference. All right, Vera, you have initiative.
Alrighty, well, since I'm standing right here, I may as well go do a full attack on these guys. So, after basically getting startled by these things jumping out, Vera's then going to focus her attention at the one that just sliced her partially and follows through with a few slices into this thing's armor.
Slice and dice, baby.
Slice and dice.
All right, go for it.
Alright, that's going to be a 34, a 21, and a 19.
Excellent. One of those are going to hit,
Okay.
and you deal 15 slashing damage. That is going to be slightly modified.
Yeah. And also acid damage as well.
Yeah, and 4 acid damage, yes. All right. Lovette.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to get too preemptive on the. Like I was gonna go with the Marching Doom, but I was too early with that, and I only have so many. So I think instead, I'm gonna reach over past Riz a little bit, and I toss over onto Vera a little contraption that clamps on her back, and I'm gonna give you bull strength, the little exo armor.
Exo.
Is that going to affect me?
Wow.
Is it not affect you? Do you have a belt that doesn't make it so it doesn't? Doesn't affect fucking anybody, but Archie does it.
See, I have a belt of giant strength, +2.
Does Petra not have anything like that anymore? Well,
Belt of
He's
physical perfection?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure bull strength is useless on our party.
well, it's not
for
useless. It still affects Archie. Yeah.
Okay.
Probably put on
It's
Chisel.
just not because I thought about summoning him, but there's just no room for him in here.
It would
and,
only
like,
cause issues.
Yeah, and same thing with the Creeping Dooms, and same thing with Haste, and same thing. So, you know what? All right. Is it alright if I refund that?
Yeah, the bull strength. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna instead do slow.
Ooh, nice.
Let's
Slow
go.
all these guys. Pull out my pocket watch and turn the wind back, and then press the button.
So it's got to be centered on a target.
Oh, it has to be centered on a target.
Yeah. So
Does it have to be targeting that target?
no, but it just needs to be on a target. So that
Can I center it on Kurla, and if it's not targeting
No, it has
Kurla?
to be targeted. Then you'd be affecting Kurla with it.
Right. That's what I was asking.
Yeah. So you have to
Okay.
target it on an enemy. So because of
Uh,
that, you're actually going to miss
can I
one
do
of these
that?
guys. Yeah, that's
This
fine.
guy.
But my point is that that's going to exclude
Well,
one
there's
of
no
the enemies.
other way to do it, so.
Well,
Yeah,
the
I
one
know,
I'm
I'm just
excluding,
making sure we
I can't even
understand,
see,
that's
so I
all.
didn't even realize that it was excluding anyone. It's getting
Okay.
everyone I can see, so that works for me.
Gotcha. Okay. Alrighty. So that is a will save DC 18.
Come on. Do for you.
All right. Of those, only one succeeds.
Oh shit! Nice.
Yeah.
That's good. Has it succeeded?
Yeah.
Has it succeeded before?
Slow?
I've used it
Yeah.
like once before, and I think like it got one guy or something like that.
Yeah, I know against the Serpentes it didn't work.
I used it with the mammoths. I don't remember. I think that they dodged it.
Okay, gotcha.
Their will was too strong.
The reflexes were too strong.
All right.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
All of them shit. Their saves are just.
Riz.
Stupid strong.
Yep, I'm gonna move back where Lovette is. Sorry for the squeeze.
Oh yeah, I forgot to 5 step forward at the end of my thing.
That's okay. And it doesn't really matter which of these skeletons I hit, but I'm gonna use Chain Lightning, and I'm gonna oomph it up with upping the DC and upping the damage. So I'm gonna use 3 points in total, upping the DC by 1, so it'll be 27, I believe, and then upping the damage by 2. Ha! Nice. 69
Okay.
damage raw.
Nice.
Okay, so roll your additional damage that you placed in there.
Okay. That would be... how many d6 is that if I'm adding 2 Va?
So each VA raises it by 1 level, I believe. So let's see. Yeah, 1d6 per level, so just 2 more d6.
5.
Okay, so that's 74 is your total damage there. And you said you've upped the DC to 27? Is that right?
24. Sorry, I thought the
Oh,
normal
24.
DC was 26 for some reason.
Gotcha. Okay, so 24. And that spell should hit everyone in the room, right?
Yeah, it literally doesn't matter who I aim at.
Okay, cool. All right. Here we go. Bunches of
So it's
spell
reflex?
saves. Yep. Reflex save DC 24.
shit.
Here we go.
Did I help this succeed? High five.
Okay, so that is fail, 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 and fail. Everybody failed.
Ooh, fucking yeah!
All right,
Oh,
one of them
damn.
would have succeeded, but it had taken, it was slowed, and therefore its reflex was shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Beautiful.
So that is, yeah, that's going to be 74 damage.
Woo.
Are they still up?
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was
they're
gonna
still up.
say.
I can dream that I can kill things in one go, can't I?
You usually do.
I mean, you have before.
Usually do. I was kind of counting on it because I'm scared. No.
All right, their turn. Skeletal Lictors. All right, one in the south is going to go. It's next to Kurla. It's going to get a single attack because it's been slowed. And it's going to get a critical threat. Kurla, your AC flat-footed is 27. It is not going to confirm. and will hit you for 15 points of damage.
Ow.
All right. That's the end of its turn because it's slowed. Next one is going to be next to Lovette and Riz, who are both squeezing. So it is going to try to stab. And it is going to succeed. Let's see who's... It probably hits both of your ACs. It's 20 or 20. Well, it hits either of you. I'm going to roll a d2 to see who it hits. All right. Grem, call it even or odd.
Odd.
All right, it hits Riz then.
So I'm gonna play this out where Riz kind of tries to urge their wrists forward where they have their armlets, because that's where their guards are pretty much, and they kind of try to take the hit over Lovette.
All right, and you get stabbed for 11 points of damage. That takes us to the next one. It's going to try to stab at Vera. And it hits Vera for 12.
Okay.
Next one is the only one in the room that... Oh, yeah, no, sorry. One of the two in the room that is not slowed. So it's going to full attack against Kurla. Only one hits for 15.
Ow!
Petravian, you have initiative.
Oh boy. Let's smack the guy right in the lictor to my north.
Okay.
No, not my warhammer. What are you, silly? Use life's charge. Full attack.
All right.
That was a lot of dice.
Yeah, it always is.
Right. 29, 23, nat 20, or I believe nat 20.
It was crit. It was a 19.
It was a crit.
threat.
It was a yep. It was a crit.
Okay.
And a 15.
Alrighty. So, Petra, your first shot is going to come in there and strike it for 15 plus 8 positive. Second attack's going to miss. Third attack is going to critically hit for 37 damage. And that shot's going to smash it into bits. And that's the last of your attacks that would have hit anything, so you can't really do anything else with those. But anyway, yeah, so a flurry of attacks renders that skeletal lictor into a pile of bones. All right, next one is up. This is the one that is directly south of Kurla. It's going to stab. Single attack. Strikes for 15 damage. All right, next one, in fact, the last one, is the one northwest of Petra. It's also slowed. It gets a single attack. And it is going to miss Petra. All right, takes us to the bottom of the initiative order. Kurla, what would you like to do?
Kurla, having sustained, I think, the most damage that they ever have in combat, is looking a little rough, but they're going to take the little handful of shiny dust that they have in their hand and just fling it in the air as they cast a spell, and I'll go into more description depending on how this goes.
Okay. So, casting in melee is going to provoke attacks of opportunity.
It's fine.
So I'm going to go ahead and do that from the 3 that are next to you. Unless you want to try to cast that defensively. You have that option.
Yeah, I'll try it. That is what, a concentration check?
It's a concentration check, yeah.
I'll
you can
give
do
that a
that,
shot.
or you can take 3 attacks of opportunity. It's your call.
How am I doing on hit points? I'll try casting it defensively.
Okay.
Actually, no.
In that
You know what? I'll just take the attacks of opportunity. Fuck it.
It just deleted it.
Sorry.
It's fine. I'll roll it again. All right. Of course.
That may have been a mistake.
Okay.
We shall find out.
And Kurla's AC is 28. All right. So one hits you for 15 damage. And the other one gets a critical threat for 11 damage.
Okay.
All right, so that is a total of 26 damage taken that round. So you're going to need to make a concentration check of DC 36.
Oh, I thought I was casting it. I was not casting it defensively, but okay.
Yeah, you're
Concentration
not.
check.
You took damage while casting the spell.
Gotcha. That was a 39 on the concentration check.
Oh, damn!
Boom. Well, that does it. So it's DC 36, you got a 39, so the spell finishes. All right, you cast Undeath to Death. Do you want to describe that one?
In terms of the mechanics of it, because I'm not sure.
Just what it looks like. Yeah.
Sure. Kurla's going to cast, throw this, in fact, diamond dust up in the air, and it will actually just hang in the air for a moment and then coalesce into kind of a length of almost a whip, and they're going to be just waving their hand in the air, and this whip is going to be just splashing out towards the remaining lictors, and hopefully, as it touches them, will be dealing them some damage. In my mind, at least, if it's successful, on impact, it will just obliterate them, but
We shall see.
we shall
Yeah. So that is going to be a DC 22 will save, and I need you to roll 16d4.
Oh my god.
see. Pleasure.
Good
So
Christ.
16d4, and here's the thing: this is not the damage the spell does. This is the number of hit dice it destroys automatically.
Oh my god.
That is a
Holy
42.
shit.
So it destroys 42 hit dice of undead around you.
Wow.
Holy shit.
So it starts from the weakest and works its way up. But
Have you got another one of those? We should use that and fucking
it's a
Marcus the
40
Destroyer.
foot. It's a 40-foot radius burst, so it's actually a humongous spell effect. Let me draw it out on the map for you so you see it. 40-foot radius burst is that big.
Wow.
So it's massive.
So maybe fix the next encounter for us before we go into the room.
And it's going to do. I need to roll the DC save here. Let's see, 22 will save. And see if these guys all pass or fail. 2 guys rolled a nat 20. Everyone else failed.
That's not bad.
I'll take
It's
it.
not bad. So let's see. That's. I'm just gonna move a couple of these guys to denote which ones passed. And this guy. Okay. So you got 42 hit dice worth of damage dealt. So let's see what these guys were. Hit dice were 10 each. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that means this guy is gonna die. Boom. Let's see. Next weakest one is this one. Okay, sorry. Guy in the bottom left is also going to, or top right, the top left is going to die. And then the one directly beneath Kurla is going to die. And then the one to the southeast of Kurla is going to die. So that ends up running out of hit dice. So there's only 3 targets left.
I'll take it.
Nice.
Is taking my 5-foot step going to provoke an attack of opportunity?
Nope.
Then Kurla, having cast this and still looking pretty damn worse for the wear, is going to take a 5-foot step to their northeast to come between. Oh no, God no, they're not. They're going to take a 5-foot. Oh fuck me.
No matter
Pardon my
where,
language.
it's going to be.
It's gonna draw an attack from anyone.
Nope.
Fine.
Northwest.
No. If you go northwest,
Oh, yeah,
you go
that's
right.
northwest.
thank
you'll
you.
be fine.
Thank you. Kurla will be glancing around, trying to find a way to get the hell away from these guys, and we'll see, with the help of their team, a spot to the northwest, which they will move into, and that will be the end of my turn. Thank you very much, Beardy.
No worries. Good spell. And just to make sure, that was a diamond dust spell.
That was a diamond dust. It was 500 gold pieces. I will reduce that from my inventory unless you're doing that now.
No, go ahead.
Worth it.
Go ahead and do that
Thank
on
you.
your character sheet, please.
And that is why I needed the diamond dust.
And that'll
mean,
take
worth
us to that'll take us to Vera's turn to begin round 2.
Alrighty.
What was that?
All right, so Vera's going to take a step to the side from where she's standing, basically going closer to the middle of the room, and this is gonna initiate a. I'm gonna try to cast a spell, so I'm gonna get
Okay.
attack of opportunity.
Okay, so you would rather provoke than defensive?
Sure, I don't really know much about how that works, like
Okay.
in my benefit, so
I can walk you through it real quick. If you have a decent concentration check, it's probably better for you to defensively cast. Or if you have a good AC, it's better for you to provoke. It's your call. But basically, the DC is if you get hit while casting, it's 10 plus the damage taken. If it's defensively cast, its DC is 15 plus double the spell level.
okay. So just standard is concentration based. Correct?
Standard what?
Defensively cancing would be
Not defensively.
concentration best. No, it's the other way around.
Defensively is concentration based?
Yes.
Okay, I'll do defensively then. So,
Okay. So what would you like to cast?
So Vera slams their foot on the ground and they start to cast Husk Spear.
Okay. What level spell is that?
That is a 3rd level spell.
Okay, so that's going to be a DC 21 concentration check, which I believe you cannot fail.
Correct.
So go ahead.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
Get him.
You can't fail it, so go for it. Okay. Your concentration is plus 20, so yeah, you cannot fail that check.
Yeah, so
All right.
Vera slams her foot on the ground, and basically, almost instantaneously, you see this kind of organic material shoot into the ground and kind of dissipate quickly, and then you just see these 3 husks of basically acidic oozing honey rocket out of the ground underneath all these skeletons. And the damage is right down there. It's 18. Looks like. Or do I have to roll the damage separately?
It's fine. It's 2d6 plus 2d6 is what we had built in there. So it's piercing and acid, and you got 6 piercing and 12 acid.
Very nice.
The acid actually rolled perfect. So,
Ooh.
what is the affected space on that?
So I can hit 4 people, but there's only 3 here, so it's going to be all the living.
Living.
Quote unquote living.
Undead? Living undead?
All the standing lictors.
All the
Unliving.
skelly mans.
Yeah.
All the single skillies.
Sorry. It was in my head. All right.
It's in everybody's head.
Those who know.
It's one of the best songs ever, but that's just me.
Okay.
Oh, come on.
I love Beyonce,
Yeah,
but
One
Okay,
of the
no.
best songs ever.
the best
Yeah.
song ever?
One of the best songs ever. Yeah.
Au contraire, I can talk about Sonic the Hedgehog's butt rock any day being way better than that.
Oh, butt rock.
I don't know that.
All right. So your 18 damage Husk Spear hits all 3 of the skeletal lictors in the room, and they are still up, barely. Lovette.
Well, I was gonna do some summoning, but I don't want to create an issue. But I have something that at least doesn't require an image, so I want a 5-foot step ahead, so I'm not overlapping Riz. And since Archie's not around, I can use my summoning ability. I'm gonna summon D4 plus 2 invisible stalkers.
Okay.
So
It's
that'll
a
be
bit
30.
overkill there, Buttikaroo.
All right.
I don't know. Those are the weakest thing that I could reliably summon.
I mean,
that would.
you still
Hold
have,
on.
you still
I
have the
gotta go
the
find these
petite
guys and get them imported.
Oh, I can just shoot something if it'll be easier.
Just let me know if you're gonna summon shit in the future so I can have it in the game.
Yeah, I don't know that I'm going to because I don't know where
Stalker.
like the rooms we're going into are like and stuff. Because I didn't know that space would be such a big issue, or I would have prepared more small people. But I will do that.
Does it take
Question.
a whole turn for those to get summoned?
No, not when I'm not got Archie.
Okay.
It's just an action when I use my class ability.
Question for the group while Beardy's looking that up. When did we get what episode did we get the standard?
Around
Ooh.
episode 24, I believe, right before
Yeah.
we started doing live streams.
Which is just before we leveled, which is after we leveled up, right?
That's correct.
I've been waiting since then to use that spell.
Wow, that's pretty good. That's patient.
Finally!
Nice. Do you have
That
more?
was quiet. That was
I think we
quiet.
might have a way to beat Marcus.
I've got more. Believe me,
Okay.
I've got more.
Invisible Stalker has been imported.
Creepy.
Sorry about that. Thank
All right. How many are you making?
you. I guess
3.
3.
Okay. All right. There are now 3 invisible stalkers. I'm going to add them to initiative. And then they what? They go immediately, I'm guessing.
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
And they're around for 16 minutes, so if they don't do much in this fight, I'll just have them hang around so that it wasn't a waste.
Okay. Let me set up to the right thing here.
Slide to the left. Slide to the right. Crisscross.
Where is that coming from, Skrewy? I'm just singing the actual background music for the game.
Sorry,
Alright.
Random songs have been popping in my
Skrewy
head.
sees dancing in his white people instincts
Okay.
kick in.
Yeah. And what would you like these invisible stalkers to do? What are their orders?
To attack anyone who's attacking us, and I'd like to have the one on the right summon behind this guy, so that at least two of them are flanking at someone.
Okay. All right.
It's okay. I'm fine.
Oh no, you're privileged and white.
Okay. Miss.
Not wrong.
Miss. Oh no, actually that one is gonna hit. All right. So the one in the north is destroyed by the invisible
Yeah.
stalkers.
Nice.
All right, Riz, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna move back into the room. Maybe. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna stay here. I'm gonna
Oh
use
yeah. Oh sorry.
my force. Sorry, my runic guide for force damage against the farthest lictor.
All right. The one next to you is gonna provoke. Is that all right?
Oh.
Can you take a
Actually,
step
let me
back?
step
could
back. Let me see
defensively
if I
cast.
can. I can still see him. Cool.
Yep. You
Runic
still have line
guide.
of sight. All right, go for it.
You got it.
I had forgotten Lovette stood in front of Riz to like block the attack, and then they got stabbed over her. She's like looking up in horror, like no.
38 and 39 to hit.
All right, both hit easily, and you do 17 and 13 damage.
Oh my
and
God.
Crumble,
obliterate
crumble,
that
bitches.
lictor.
Wonderful.
All right, that takes us to the final skeletal lictor. It has a single attack, and it's going to start a stab at Lovette.
Sorry.
It hits for 10 points of damage.
Oof.
That's
Ow.
its turn. Petra.
No longer a target-rich environment, so I'm gonna take a walk, doot, all the way to the last skeletal lictor in the southeast,
Mm-hmm.
and I hit it. I go bonk.
He go bonk.
Go for
He
bonk.
go bonk.
Go for bonk.
Go for
Alright.
bonk.
Bonk.
41.
Bonk hits. Right. Hits
Plus
for
9.
16 plus 9 positive damage. And guess what?
It goes to horny jail.
Dead. All right.
Walks over, twirls the hammer, and just boom, uppercut.
All right. As it falls, its bones clatter and crash to the ground, and one of them sizzles and fizzes as the bone itself dissolves as if it's like an Alka-Seltzer in water, and it leaves behind a key on the ground.
Look at that. Literally.
I'd
That's
say-
the right thinking then.
I'd say what
Hold
it is,
it.
but I'm worried about the pun damage.
I've already risked it. Let's not double jeopardy this one.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys you're already up to like more like you're in the double digits for puns already this session. Oh,
Riz
Kurla's
will
gonna
go and pick it up.
all right. You pick up this bone key. Fits in the palm of your hand and feels strangely cold and heavy, heavier than bone should.
You holding in there, Kurla?
Yep,
I
that's
look
fine.
as Kurla is just bleeding everywhere.
Kurla's actually slipped down the wall and is kind of like crumpled on the floor. Oh yeah, I'm fabulous. Just give me one moment, and this white light will sort of very, very faintly glitter in their hand as they cast heal on themselves.
Alright.
Which should staunch some of that bleeding and also get
Oh.
rid of the strength damage that's
It will
they've got
indeed.
going on from
So
their
your
last
strength damage is gone. So that restores 6 strength, and it also gets rid of all of your damage. So you are back up to 127 hit points.
Where'd you
What
get
little
the-
colour is usually in Kurla's face will suddenly return. Oh, right, yeah. I'm good.
Oh.
That was
Where's the strength damage?
that was a little
from?
bit of a close one there.
Where was the strength damage from?
From the previous level, there was
Yeah.
The spookums. The
Gotcha.
Yeah.
shadows.
there's spookums that did,
Ah, right.
that did doing strength damage.
You all doing all right? Anyone need a bit of healing? Lovette, you okay? You got a scratch there?
I'm okay. Just a little scrapes here and there.
That was a bit of a close one there.
Yeah.
Good job on the husk spear, Vera.
Maybe you should stay in the back with Lysan and myself next time.
We got the job done, didn't we? We got the key.
Oh yeah. I just don't want you to get out.
That comes with the job, doesn't it?
More health than you need to.
I'd also like to check the sarcophagi, see if there's anything else inside of them.
Certainly. It looks like there is no other valuables in there whatsoever. The skeletons themselves were they had been decked out in like Protean lictors uniform armor, but as they crumple and fall apart, it's almost like time catches up with them and reduces them to ash and dust.
All right, Vera will follow everyone else out of the room.
Riz is just
Sure.
waiting at the keyhole door.
Kurla will bring up the rear and they'll say to Vera, "Oh, nice work there, by the way."
Well, thanks. Sorry I wasn't able to help you with that much.
We made it through. Anyone you walk away from, right?
True.
So walk past Chisel, I'll give him a nice pat on the shoulders.
There you all are. Everyone okay to go?
Yep.
Yes.
5 by 5.
Riz
What?
will
No.
open the door with
Alright,
the key.
Riz, you insert the skeletal key into the door and it will open.
Oh. Petravian, this looks like a you're gonna be in front job again.
Okay.
Again.
Yeah. Tip of the spear, baby. Let's go.
Hey,
Oh,
let me
my
take your
Jesus.
fortune.
All right. Before I go in, I'm going to throw down a perception. See what I see.
Alright,
The 12.
sure. So go ahead and move into
Bless.
the room and I'll tell you what you see.
You got it.
Alright, so Petravian, you clonk into the room with your heavy armor. And what you see before you is a room with 3 large pyres sit here, somehow still smoldering with red coals, giving the room a smoky and abrasive feel. Also, can I get a perception check from anyone else?
Yeah,
Can I get a good perception check?
37.
Riz, Petra stepped on a piece of paper and it's now stuck to the bottom of his foot.
Petravian, can you raise your foot for a second?
Okay. I raise 1
Oh,
foot.
wrong one.
It's the wrong foot.
Wrong
Wrong one. Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yep. Oh,
Thank
lift
you.
this here.
Are you in his lavatory?
What is this?
Read it.
I can't
Whosoever
read.
finds this paper.
Alright, Petravian.
Petravian
you pull
reads
up- You pull up this crumpled piece of paper off your bottom of your boot. You unfurl it and read it, and as you do, you and the rest of the group are swept away. Standing upon a battlefield. Marcus looks over the carnage, directing his forces, a look of grim determination set on his face. He blackens the sky with a spell. Tendrils of darkness reach down from above, attacking and killing enemy soldiers. The resolve of his enemy breaks and sends the opposing army into a rout. He orders his forces forward and to take what slaves they can from the defeated men, and then to move on into the city to take the rest. All goes dark, and you hear a voice. Winning the battle was never in question. These barbarians had a bare few shamans and the like to counter proper war wizards, not to mention their lack of discipline and training. Once I rained darkness upon them, they broke, as I knew they would. We conquered these lands, set up a governorship, and made way for the lands to the east, after my soldiers had their fill of the local flavor. All things return to normal, and you find yourselves back in the dungeon.
Well, that was a little more promising. I feel like well, you know, on the more the warcaster side of things and the basic shaman.
If that last meant what I think it meant, I'm really gonna enjoy taking this bastard out.
I don't think we're
Agreed.
going to get an answer to that, so you might want to just not think about it.
Right, I'll try just not thinking about the.
Well, it's like I said, I don't think we're getting it. This is a long time ago.
Petravian
You're
leans in into
missing
the
my
room.
point.
Ish.
Yep, you see 3 large pyres smoldering with red coals.
Oh, course, more coals.
Thank you again for doing that, Lovette. It was very impressive.
I feel like I had to.
I was a
Oh,
little
this is-
jealous.
What do you
Right.
jealous of? I lost my hand.
So, Petravian, as you walk into the room and you get near the center of it, this pile of wood and ash in the middle of the room is going to ignite and fire again.
Mm-hmm.
And out of each of these pyres to the west, there's going to be a gout of flames as something appears from each one. An elemental made of fire and ash is going to spew forward. Let's see. So I'm going to end combat and then start a new combat. There we go.
Elementals.
Assemble.
Wait, ash elementals. I don't know if that's. I guess it's worth a shot. I'm excited.
All right. So these ash elementals move to attack.
Shit, I have.
All right. And initiative has been rolled, and it looks like the ash elementals are going to go first.
Tits.
So,
Hmm.
all right. First one's going to sort of move 15 feet to the east, hovering as it does. Its legs don't move; it just sort of hovers across the ground. Its arms out to its sides, and it's going to come in and swing at Vera, spreading fire and sparks as it does.
Vera will try to brace themselves as best as they can from this surprise.
But we are flat-footed.
Correct.
It's great to be a kid.
All right. I need you to make a reflex save.
Uh-oh.
Ruh-roh.
You got it. Boom. That's it. 26.
That'll pass. Okay.
Ooh.
So you do not catch on fire, but you do take 18 points of damage.
Okay.
Okay. Next one's up. It's going to move east and do the same thing to Petravian.
Reflex.
Petravian, it misses you.
Oh,
All right.
Aww.
Nice.
Invisible Stalker is up. What do you want them to do?
Sorry, yeah, I'm gonna have them. I want them to flank. So if they can just run past as many people as possible, get behind the enemies, and if they have to dash to do that, I would rather them dash than attack.
Okay.
And I don't care about attacks of opportunity on them. If they burn the enemy attacks of opportunity, that's great for us.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right.
I get it.
They're also invisible, so, you know.
Right, oh, that's true, so they probably won't. But I don't know, these guys might be able to see invisibility.
Spoopy.
Okay.
I'd like to say narratively, they're not really invisible, they're just I was thinking that there's these
Translucent?
tiny bots, they're just tiny, and then they
okay.
emit steam out their back that creates like a same form as they're moving, and that's what actually hits them.
Oh, that's cool. Uh-oh. What's happening, Beardy?
All right, so the last of the Ash Elementals is going to move in to flank Petravian and strikes him for 18 points of damage. Petravian,
Ow.
please make a reflex save.
You got it. That's only a 14 there, buddy.
All right, you are aflame.
Oh!
You've
It
gone
burns!
worse. You've literally died.
Still fucking hurts!
Well, stop it.
Thank you, I'll get right on that.
Oh, good. I'm glad. Good job.
All right, so the being immolated is going to deal an additional 12 damage to you for this turn.
Mm.
And that's going to take us on to the next Invisible Stalker, which is going to make a double move into the room here. And here. Okay. So it moves to go between the Ash Elemental and Petra on the east side. That'll take us to Riz. Riz, you have initiative.
I'm gonna chill where I am, I guess, and I'm gonna cast Ball Lightning. I'm going to up the DC by 1, and that's all the juice I'm gonna give it.
Okay.
But I have enough Ball Lightnings for all of them. So we'll go with that. 1 on each, please. And
Okay.
what is fire weak against? Is there anything I should add for, like, anti-fire? What's the opposite?
Water?
Well, it's ice or cold. Does cold affect fire? Or is it
I don't
earth?
think elementals have like a specific weakness. They just have.
It's not
specific
Pokemon.
immunities.
They're not Pokemon.
It's
I
not
was about to
Pokemon.
say.
Okay.
They're not Pokemon.
But the name's Ash.
Oof.
Oh,
You be careful.
Wow.
You are testing the waters.
It wasn't a
It's
pun,
not
it was a
good.
reference.
I'm saving all these up. Don't worry.
References are still in that list. I hope you
Damn.
know that.
I
Alright.
know it now.
And so you make
Just regular ball
three
lightning?
ball lightnings.
Yeah, I mean, averagely it'll just make 4 automatically, but
Okay.
I don't need the 4th one
You don't. Okay.
because they
That's
don't
fine.
stack.
Won't even bother with it then. Okay. Alrighty. So
DC 22, please.
DC 22. All right. What is going on here?
I don't know. What's going on with you?
That's weird. Sorry, this behaving kind of oddly. Pass, pass, and pass.
Well, that's not very nice. Well, shit. That's my turn. Do we...
I'm gonna reload my stuff because it is definitely not working on my side.
Okay, let me know if we need to take a quick break for technical issues.
Nah, it's fine. It should be fine here in a second.
Okay. Cool. Well, I was hoping to at least hit one of them with this. Ball
Yeah.
lightning's getting a little more useless as time goes on.
Not as useless as Flame Sphere.
That's true.
Almost instantly.
yes.
It's pretty good until like level 5, I think.
It's like potions. At some point, it's like, well, you have to carry like
it
a whole
says
armful.
serious, but it sure don't do that
Yeah,
much.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a serious
This energy
disappointment.
drink.
So
This energy
Nice.
drink, you'd think, give me a lot of energy. No, but most certainly does not. Just tastes good. Just, honestly, I'd enjoy it for the flavor.
your boomer
That's
juice.
what it was.
What?
Uh-huh.
I don't. Where's the tie-in? What?
Skrewy was just complaining that his energy drink doesn't actually
I
give him
got-
energy.
Right, I got that. Wait, why?
Potions.
Where did that fit? Yes, right. Where's
Okay.
the connection? Potions, monster
So,
energy,
hold on. No,
drink.
Let him explain.
at higher levels, so it was the ball lightning at higher levels, doesn't
Right.
do much.
Yeah.
Shift over
there we
to
go.
potions.
I didn't
Higher
miss
levels
the
don't do
conversation.
much. Okay,
I'm
I
not-
didn't know if you if
That's what
if
I'm
the-
saying. Is that there wasn't
Okay,
a part in the
okay,
conversation that connected those things.
Well, for me, it
All right.
was, yeah, when I was younger, energy drinks did a lot of shit. Now, at a higher level,
Oh,
don't do much.
yep. That was definitely the missing
Okay.
part.
All right. One of those is actually going to fail its saving throw by the exact amount.
Oh,
Nice.
cool.
So it fails by 1. So, can you roll 3d6?
Yes, I can. 9. Oh.
Yikes! That's
Oh.
not a good sign.
That's
Not
not,
a good
it's not
sign.
it's not lucky for me at all.
I mean, that's halfway.
Ugh.
That's the median.
It's the icky number.
it's the
Well,
nasty
all right,
number.
Sure.
All right. Can you end your turn because my combat tracker is not functioning?
Oh dear.
And I cannot get back in.
It says Chisel is going.
And also
Yeah,
Petravian's
I was-
gone.
Yeah.
How about we take a quick break for technical
Yeah.
issues, please? All right, we'll be right back, guys, as soon as we solve this. Love you all. And we're back. Thank you all for being very patient.
Alrighty. So, Chisel, you are up.
Chisel hears his friend getting immolated and screaming out, and he comes skittering in as best he can, considering it's, a tight squeeze in there. Let's see if I can maneuver him in. Sometimes these little track. There we go. Yep. Thank you. 30 feet in. And I'd like to.
Hello, Chisel.
Hello.
Affectionate smack of the rump as it squeezes past.
Now I
Go get him.
wanted to. Is Chisel allowed to horns down and charge into the ash elemental,
I mean, yeah.
or is that just for flavor?
I mean, it doesn't actually mechanically change anything, but yeah. You
Okay,
can
unless it's like a grappling.
do that.
No. Okay.
I mean,
Then
do you want Chisel to grapple a flaming?
no, because
elemental?
then it would catch fire. So
I mean, I'm
from
fine
there,
with this.
Venison.
Delicious.
Delicious.
y'all.
You say wow, but I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
You're the one who suplexed the deer.
Yeah.
I did suplex the gear. I did.
You just have to
And
suplex
I
it into
own
a
that.
stew.
Mm.
You also, I mean, like, enjoyed venison in season 1. Like, Petra's definitely eating it around Chisel.
That's true.
So if you suplex Chisel into the ash elemental, you might be killing 2 birds with 1 stone here.
And cooking them.
And cooking it.
Anyway,
We win combat, we get a nice meal out of it.
I have thought about it for about a half a second. So Chisel is going to single attack with his gore,
Okay.
the ash elemental.
And you are squeezing, so all
Oh,
right.
God damn it. Just realized you went into the back of me.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it.
Yeah, I kind of ran into the least convenient spot for, I think, everybody in the party.
Yeah, it's great.
That's Chisel.
That's Chisel.
That's just-
Okay. So that is going to miss. All right, Kurla, you're up.
I'm very, very tempted to try a cantrip of all things and just summon 32 gallons of pure water at one of the elementals or at Petra, one or the other. But instead, I will bow to the more sensible move. Kurla will hold up their hands and do some intricate finger wiggling because that's always fun, and they're going to cast Blessing of Fervor, so light will emanate forth from their hands. We'll say purple light. And it will circulate and begin orbiting each of the party members in my vicinity as it imbues them with a variety of different options for their turn. Always assuming that I'm able to... There we go.
There we are. All right.
So
Blessing of Fervor. Good old Blessing of Fervor.
be sure to choose your extra attacks or your +2 bonuses or whatever it is that you would like. And
Yep.
Kurla will stay where they are.
All right.
Thank you, Kurla.
And that is my turn.
Cool. And you may change that on each round of yours, so just call out which of those bonuses you want at the beginning of your turn. Invisible Stalker. Last one. Same thing, move in, try to flank.
Yes. And I don't really mind if it stands somewhere where it's getting electrocuted, if that means it's flanking with somebody.
It wouldn't
No,
unless
the-
it was exactly on top of the ash elementals.
The ball
Okay.
lightnings are directly on the ash elementals. They're just,
I
I
see.
had them off to the side so they're not in the way visually.
Ease of access.
Yeah. All right. So it's going to move forward, and it does not have an attack because it double moved. That takes us to Vera.
All right, Vera's going to try and basically 5-step back. They're going to do a small jump and flutter into the air. If they're 5 feet up, would they be
Play
able
with
to
Chisel.
not be squeezed with Chisel?
No.
Thanks, Chisel.
Yeah, Chisel's
Wait.
10 by
Oh,
10.
okay.
All right, I literally can't go anywhere else without to cast a spell. So,
All right. This is
so
now double squeezed.
yep. So Vera is
It's
going
like
to
Stephen
now
Hawks.
start conjuring water and is going to let out this spray. This basically this little concentrated beam of crate water at this ash elemental. I want to see if that does anything.
Cool.
All right.
That is going to be 32 gallons of water, if I recall.
All right. You conjure 32 gallons of water on that ash elemental, and what you're going to do is create a big cloud of steam off of that, and that's the one to the northwest you're doing, right?
I am doing the one that is to the west of Petravian.
Oh, I see. Okay. In that case, I'm going to go ahead and put down a 15-foot cloud. So a big burst of steam and like water vapor now is going to rush off of this ash elemental, and it's going to obscure vision in that area.
All right.
All right, Lovette, you're up.
Okay, I want a 5-foot step. Am I allowed to 5-foot step around the corner into this alcove?
Technically, no.
Okay. Well,
Chisel is helping.
No, Chisel doesn't change anything here. Well, I guess he does, because I don't really want to also continue the sandwich that much. But I can only see 2 of these 3 things, so I'm going to 5-foot step.
You can see none of them currently.
Oh, like it blocks line of sight?
Yeah, there's no vision in there now.
Oh. Well, then what I'm going to do is I'll just move into the corner. And
yeah, I mean, that'd be 10 feet, but sure, yeah, you got it.
Yeah, I'm not provoking anyone.
Nope.
And I'm going to hold an action the moment that one of these guys becomes visible. That's 20 feet. This could do some friendly fire, but it could also get a 1-hit kill, and it's not much damage on the friendly fire, so I think it's worth the risk. I'd like to cast, sorry, what is it called? The Final Sacrifice on the first one that I can see. If I can see them all at the same time, then the furthest one from as many people as that can be.
Alrighty. Well, that will take us to the beginning of round 2. The ash elementals are up. This one is going to move 5 feet to the southeast to be next to Vera and Chisel, and it's going to make a full attack against Vera.
Before you do, Petravian didn't get any round. I'm not in the tracker. I was last.
Ah, I see. Okay.
At a 4, I think.
Yeah, well, that works. You're 5. There you go.
Hey, all right.
Let me put him back, and we'll just give you the turn then. Sorry. There you are. Apologies.
Wonderful. Not at all. So Petravian will go after the Ash Elemental to his east with a full attack.
All right, you're flanking, so make sure to add the +2 bonus on the attack there, and the bonus to hit.
+2. Whoop. That was not what I meant. My apologies. That is not what I meant.
Look at that. Double. What did you hit? What was wrong?
I hit +2, but I was trying to hit the plus, but I guess my pinky hit enter. I was trying to hit shift plus. But a perfect crit.
I don't understand. What do you mean? So you
when I was
trying to get a flanking bonus, I believe.
I was trying to type in the
right. And
instead of hitting.
In what box? What field did you put and what did you put in the field?
I didn't at the time because instead of hitting shift plus, I hit.
So you're saying
enter
you're
plus.
missing it currently
in
the results.
All I need to know is what went wrong, and I can.
Oh, sorry.
Adjust it.
I didn't
just tell
put
me
it
very
in,
clearly.
I did not put any modifier.
You did not add the bonus.
Correct.
That's it. Okay, that's all I need to know. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. That was a lot of words for very little. Okay, so Petravian, you are swinging at the guy to your east.
Correct.
All right, cool. In that case, your first shot is going to hit for it'll be a 36 instead of a 34. It's going to be 17 base damage. They are going to take the additional 8 positive. That's nice.
Oh.
Your next shot is a nat 1, so I need you to make another full attack. We need to see if that confirms. So again, just leave off the bonuses because you didn't have them last time.
You got it.
So what we're looking for here is attack 2.
28.
Damn it. Oh, exactly what you needed. All right. Not a critical miss. Let's see. So the next one's a 27, which is going to miss. And then the final one is a perfect critical. Double nat 20s. All right. So let me do some math here to get to the exact critical here. So that is right, 17, and your weapon is a what? Times. Let's see.
Sorry, it's dusty in here.
Times 3.
Gesund, hui.
It's steam.
That
Oh, actually, it's
too.
not steam. It's condensed water.
Whatever it is, I'm allergic to it. Ugh.
All right, that is 51 damage.
Woo!
All right, so Petravian, you come in here with your life's charge hammer, and you come in and you swing and you crack this thing. And the strange thing about these elementals is they look like they're made of both ash and fire. And I'm gonna go ahead and push the image for it so you can see it a little bit better here. So you bring this hammer in and you crash into these like solid parts of its body and just crack it and just sort of cause these gouts of fire to shoot out the side of this thing. And yeah, it is going to take quite a bit of damage from that attack.
So you're telling
And
me these ash elementals are just weird fire titty monsters?
Yes.
No, they're just
I
from
mean,
Skyrim.
Maybe.
I mean, of course they're hot. They're fire elementals.
I didn't
Yeah.
say they were hot.
I mean,
I
you
just
I
said
know
they're
you
titty
didn't.
monsters.
I just you gave me an opening to make that one safely, so I,
I
went with
know.
it.
All right.
I was just
So-
looking
In
for verbal
addition-
descriptors for the podcast.
Yeah.
Sure. And Petravian, you're just to make sure you are not trying to put yourself out, right?
I am going to lay on hands of myself, just in case, just to give myself some more HP.
He is not
But
going to
you're-
put himself out.
No, I am not. No,
Okay,
I'm not going
okay.
to try to put
That's-
myself out.
That's the question I asked. That's the
Yep.
answer I was looking for. Okay.
Yep.
So if you're laying hands on yourself, go ahead and do it.
For 38.
He's put out up by Vera as it is.
All right. Okay, and that will take us to the beginning
Like
of
the
round 2.
sauna.
Ash Elemental's up, moves southeast, gets base to base with Chisel and Vera, makes a full attack. All right, Vera, you are struck. Let's see, AC 29, both attacks hit. All right,
Do my
first one strikes you for...
elementals get attacks of opportunity? Sorry, my visible
It was a
stalkers?
5-foot step.
Oh, it was a 5-foot step, might be.
Yep.
Okay.
So it's 13 damage from the first attack and 14 damage from the second attack.
Mhm.
Vera, go ahead and make 2 saves, please.
Alrighty.
Reflex saves.
And you get possibly get a +2 bonus on reflex save if you choose
You get a
to
significant penalty for squeezing.
Yum yum. All right. It's 24 and 24.
Both fail.
I-
All right.
Great.
I will move them out of the
Only
way
one
as soon as
matters, though.
possible.
You can only be caught on fire once. So, all right. You ignite and take an additional 9 points of damage.
Okay.
There you go. All right. That will take us to the next elemental. This one is flanking Petravian and is going to full attack. And that is going to be 1 hit. Petravian, you're struck for 18 points of fire damage. And you are still burning, so I can't undo it, but I can refresh the duration at least. So let's see. Yeah. All right. And that'll move us on to Invisible Stalkers. All right. So this one is going to move south
Yes.
and eventually find the Ash Elemental and get into a flanking position. It even has enough movement left to do an attack that misses. All right. Final Ash Elemental, the one to the east of Petravian, is up. It is going to full attack, flanking. Both attacks maybe hit. Let's see. AC is 33. 1 attack hits. All right. That attack hits Petravian for 17 points of fire damage. This Ash Elemental comes in and just takes its claws made of... essentially what they look like they're made of is like hot coals, and just jams them in like a bunch of little daggers into Petravian's stomach. Just for some reason, everyone wants to stab Petravian in the stomach. And it deals 17 points of fire damage and will possibly cause Petravian to burn even brighter. Petravian, make a reflex save, please.
Oh boy.
Okay, saved. Good.
Not
So-
20. That's 31.
All right. Next up is an invisible stalker. This one is going to stay where it's at, where it is flanking to the east of the ash elemental. Makes a full attack. And 1 hits for 7 points of damage. Cool. Riz, you have initiative.
All right, I am going to move up next to Lovette. And I am going to push this energy from my hands with glowing glyphs into my chest and pull out this energy, and I am casting Storm Bolts.
Okay.
I am upping the DC by 1 to be a 26 DC save. So it's either 16 D8 damage or half if they save. And if they do not save, they are stunned.
Whew, this is a big boy spell.
Well,
Holy
they're
shit.
not dying fast enough, and I'm getting nervous.
This is a big boy spell. All right, let's see here. Lightning spills forth from your body in all directions.
Okay.
And it will not hit my friends.
Yeah. Okay.
Nice. Thank you for
Yeah.
that.
Nice. 16 D8 and are stunned for a round.
So the
Okay.
DC save is a 26 Fortitude.
Okay, so you're putting some runes on that?
I did.
Okay. So here we go. That is 26 Fortitude save. Fail, pass, fail.
Okay,
All right.
here's the roll.
And
72. So that's
all
half
right.
for the one that passed, and they are not stunned. However, if they are able to be stunned,
Mhm.
they got back.
Love the jazz hands.
And then, I don't know if it'll work, but can the two that have the lightning damage little balls on them make their reflex save? Or, no, fortitude? Let me double check that.
It's reflex.
Reflex save of 22.
Yeah. I'll make that save right now. All right. Pass.
Okay.
The reason I only had to make one is because one of them in this cloud of steam has died.
Yay!
Another one is moved, and you didn't move the balls to
No,
hit him, so-
I had to move, so I can't move
I
them
know.
all.
I'm aware.
Okay.
All right, so that means that takes us to Chisel's turn. Chisel,
Chisel's
you're
gonna
up.
move out the way because he's making everybody's life miserable.
Whoa, bitch, get out the way. Get out the way, bitch, get out the way.
And
You could probably flank.
yes.
Oh.
So
That's where he's doing
20
it, yeah.
feet. Let's see. I think I can get all the way around without them actually getting tagged by the.
Well, I
You
mean,
get
you're gonna
plus
get tagged by the
25,
one right at
so-
the beginning.
Yes. And he has a speed of 50, so I can move another 30 feet and give Petravian some flanking.
So let's
Now,
move.
can I use do.
Is
And
that where you
he's
want to go? You want?
Oh,
I don't think
one?
it's flanking unless you're next to
Yeah,
it.
that's yep. So I have to move to that position
All right.
instead. And yeah, now if I can roll a acrobat, am I allowed to roll an acrobatics to try to avoid attacks
flipping
on that,
deer.
or no?
So
Chisel doing.
there's a lot of questions I have about this maneuver.
You move half as fast if you do that.
So
Half as fast.
you
Oh, I
can't-
didn't know that. Okay, so
Yes.
no, he'll just take the attacks of opportunity.
okay, so I'm gonna restart that real quick because
Okay.
I just want to
Okay.
count this out. So your movement is 50 plus the bonus from Blessing of Fervor.
Mhm.
So while you definitely do have the movement to get to that spot without provoking,
Yep.
I do find it interesting that Chisel was able to do that blindly, because this is an area you can't see into right now. So that's
Would you like me to roll
It's
for like
just-
him crashing into a
it's,
wall?
it's just
I'll-
it's just something I want you to be cognizant of. That's all.
I understand.
Anyway, so Chisel
blind faith, as it were.
I mean, if that's what you want to consider it, sure. All right, so Chisel moves around in a big horseshoe and gets around to the west side of the Ash Elemental.
Mhm.
Go ahead and make your single attack.
You got it. So hooves +2 to the attack, and a single attack. Come on. There you go.
All right,
18.
That misses.
And it misses.
Miss. All right, that takes us to Kurla.
Oh, Kurla is going to step 10 feet into the room so they can actually see what's going on, although
Well,
when
you
they get in there,
can't.
they realize that they can't see anything. Which is good, because they're kind of glimpsing around, making sure no one is looking, and for the briefest of moments, their eyes will close and their hands will come together for a microsecond as they cast prayer.
I love that song. You guys seen Quest for Camelot? It's one of my favorite childhood movies. Celine
Yes.
Dion.
I have questions, Kenny.
The chicken
Mhm.
subplot.
Look, the chicken subplot's great. All right.
So, from their hands stuck together momentarily, again, purple light is going to emanate forth and imbue every party member with a little bit of extra luck, and also ruin the luck of our attackers.
My favorite.
And I think I can make it visible too. Yep. I'll put that out for everyone. And that will be Kurla's turn.
Okay, so just on your character sheets, I'm going to be putting a buff on you for prayer positive that actually has the correct build in it.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks,
It's-
Beardy.
I haven't used this since the ice worms.
That was a while ago.
I think we cut that bit, so... In fact, I know we did, so... The buff might be a little bit out of date. Thank you,
Positive is
Beardy.
thrown around on everybody.
I didn't put Blessing of Fervor on myself. Oh, now I did.
Okay. There we go. Prayer positives on all allied party members. I don't give a shit about the invisible stalkers. I'm not going to bother doing them. Okay.
Fair.
Alrighty. That is going to take us on from Kurla to Invisible Stalker. It is going to make an attack at this Ash Elemental next to it. Full attack. Miss, miss. And that'll take us on to the next target, which is Vera. You have initiative.
Alrighty. So,
Actually, on this turn, preempt you here, the steam is gone.
alrighty.
Ah!
Alright,
Does
go
that
ahead.
Hey.
trigger my held action? Since I haven't gone yet?
You go next, so no.
No? Okay.
No.
I just don't get an action last round?
I mean, you held your action the whole turn, so no. That's
Okay.
fine. You'll go right after Vera.
Okay.
Alright. Anyway, so Vera is going to be on fucking fire. So first of all, do I take damage? Since I'm on fire?
You will take damage unless you put it out. Yes.
Okay. So Vera's
Not terribly
going
much.
to fly off behind into the hallway
Mm-hmm.
to cast create water on themselves to
Okay.
douse out this flame.
That will provoke. Is that all right?
Yes.
All right. Incoming single attack. That will hit for 19 damage.
And I have 31 armor, I believe. AC. Well, with Fervor. We get +2 to AC, correct, with Fervor?
If you
It's what
choose
you
that.
choose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I
Well-
choose.
Okay. Let me undo that damage then.
Dankeschön.
All right. Alrighty. Yeah, please announce what bonus you're taking at the beginning of your turn. Anyways, all right. So you cast your cantrip to douse yourself in water. That will put out the flames.
Alrighty.
So you are no longer burning. All right, Lovette.
If it was stunned,
All right.
would it be able to make the...
It wasn't. They're immune to stun.
Well, you didn't say that earlier.
You didn't ask,
Well, you didn't say it either.
and you couldn't see them, so I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't figure it was important to answer.
I was really proud of that part.
It was a lot of damage.
It was an ultimatum.
It was a very big boy spell. It was
You're a
very
big
nice.
boy.
All right,
Go, Grem.
now that I can see, I'm going to cast another slow on these two guys. in the
Hey,
middle.
there we go. All right. DC 18 will saves. Here we are. Fail and pass. All right. So
Okay.
that means the one in the north is going to be staggered or slowed. But yeah. Okay.
And yeah, that's all.
Cool. Takes us to Petravian.
This round, Petravian's going to make one extra attack on a full attack.
Okay. You got it.
So first things first, lay on hands of myself so I don't burn. For 29,
Mm-hmm.
and gonna full attack with +2 flanking to the Ash Elemental to my west.
All right. Go for it.
Submit. There we go. Hey, that's 30, 34, 31, and I think is that 20? No, just a 19, I think.
All right,
Yep,
critical
just a
threat.
19. But critical threat.
Okay. So that is a hit, and hit. Does not confirm the critical threat, but all four of them
Aw.
hit. So that's going to
And
be
I get
12, 11, 13, and 18, and then you get to do the positive damages of 7, 5, 5, and 4. So that's 14 plus 7, so 21. All right,
One more attack.
and then yeah, a bonus attack.
Another nat 20. Another critical.
That one is a critical hit.
Yay!
All right.
So you get it
So that's-
anyways.
So you get it anyways. All right. So between the 48 damage and the 8 positive, that is going to annihilate the Ash Elemental. So your final blow comes in and cracks it straight down and causes its spine to sort of snap. It falls to the ground and puffs out into a pile of inert ash. It is dead. All right, that is the end of your turn and the beginning of round 3. All right, round 3, this Ash Elemental is going to 5-foot step to the east and full attack Kurla.
Shit. Wow.
Chips.
Shit. Indeed. Okay. So first attack is a hit for 16 points of damage. Second attack is
more
a
than one attack. But it's slowed.
Oh, fuck, you're right. Fuck, you're right. The perfect critical. The literal 20/20 that I rolled doesn't count. God damn it. All right.
Thank you, Grem.
All right. It is. You're right. It is slowed. It is slowed. So it only does 16 damage, and that ends its turn. That takes us to Invisible Stalker. It's going to move into a flanking position and attack. And it is going to hit once for 15 damage. All right.
Nice.
Next Invisible Stalker moves up to flank with the other Invisible Stalker. And it's going to full attack. And it strikes for 13 damage.
Damn.
That takes us to Riz.
I am going to use Runic Guide on this last bitch.
Mm-hmm.
This fire bitch. And I'm going to take the extra attack on this one.
You got it.
Nice.
So
Full
submit a
attack.
single attack after your full attack.
Got it. That's a 36 and a 37 to hit in the first one. And then a 41 to hit for my third attack.
All right, all of them hit. So that's 13 damage, 18 damage, and 15 damage.
Okay, and then
You
I
blast
will...
away.
You go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
I was just
I
going to
was
say...
saying,
I'm done. I'm done.
nope. You go.
So what happened is it's
I move...
I did it.
For my move action, I move my ball of lightning over on top of it to attempt that reflex save, but I think the reflex is too high.
You got it. All right, I'm gonna have it make a reflex save.
I mean, it's slowed, so it could fail.
It still passes.
Hmm.
It rolled very well.
Yeah.
Ripperoni.
Okay. All right. So you aim your runic guide and you blast a lot more of this thing off, so it's looking pretty raggedy. Chisel, you're up.
Hey,
love you,
my
Beardy.
boy. Chisel is going to take a 5-foot step. And he is going to full attack.
All right.
Where Where are you? There you are. So hooves, full attack. That's a 30 and a 27. And gets the gore. Full attack. Nat 20. And he's gonna take the extra attack for some extra hooves.
Well, it'd be an extra 1 hoof.
No, 1 hoof, yeah.
The gore is technically a better attack. Just FYI.
Oh, okay. I'd forgotten. My bad.
It's fine. All right. Doesn't matter anyway because it actually died on the gore.
Nice.
Hey!
Because it was a
Bravo.
critical hit there. 36 to hit, 29 to confirm. That's another 25 damage. So yeah, it is destroyed.
Ah, yeah, Chisel coming in to steal another fucking kill. What a shock.
All right.
Reliable L.
Spent the first half of the fight interrupting and breaking everyone else's movement, and then spent the second half of the fight stealing kills.
I almost died.
Perfectly in character for Chisel.
Very in character. All right. Well, you guys crack the last one's skull. It drops to the ground, puffs out, leaving nothing but inert ash behind.
Whew.
Is that all
Combat is
you-
over.
Well, Kurla will turn immediately to Vera. Vera, you are right there. You need a little bit of the old finger wiggling magic there.
You
I'm
see
still
this
kind of bound.
this half elf who is completely drenched and just covered in burns. Do I look all right?
No.
Well, you know, consent's important to me, so I would like a verbal
If
yes
I look
from you
hurt,
bef-
just fucking heal me.
Right. Kurla will place their hand against Vera's non-bad shoulder.
Which one is that?
I don't remember.
Well, we gotta pick one.
No. Fine. Kurla will reach for a shoulder, reach for the other one, and then be like, right, stuff this, and just touch your wrist instead. Left wrist.
Ah!
I hate you so much right now.
It's covered in burns.
Yeah.
It all
Well,
hurts.
if you calm down, it won't hurt anymore. White light will suffuse their hand, and then from there it will go into Vera's whole body as Kurla casts Heal.
Whew. Are you going to have enough saved up for when we're actually fighting something stronger?
Don't
I've
you have
still
chance?
got, I've still got my a few tricks up my sleeve. Just
I'm just
We'll be
making
fine.
sure.
Yeah.
I'll be fine. I've learned. I know how to pace myself at this point. I appreciate your looking out, but I'll be fine. Kurla's just kind of like checking out Vera, making sure that the spell's actually taking effect, and
Vera dies.
hopefully watching the tissue start to uncrisp itself.
Petravian is like, good job, buddy. One moment. Rolling on the floor, dousing himself.
Riz watches
Alright.
you.
All right,
I-
so
I'll
make a
call it-
reflex
oh.
save, Petravian.
Yeah,
You got it.
If you're gonna roll around and put yourself out.
Yup. 29.
Success.
Apologize for
Petravian is
having
just
the same
sort of
thought.
smoking now.
That's
It's
bad
very-
for your lungs.
Very bad for your health.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yes.
What kind are we talking about? Is this is he vaping? Is he vaping?
Yeah, man.
Ripping fat clouds.
Anyways, I'm gonna try the door to the south. I don't have enough
Oh,
spoons for
okay.
this shit.
Okay, I was gonna
Alright.
try to talk to Petra. I just didn't want to interrupt.
I just want to see if it's open.
Riz,
Well,
you try to
think
open the
there.
door and it is held fast.
There it is.
Okay.
Lovette, you
How
were
you doing
right.
with that?
I'm okay. Like I said, just some scrapes and bruises. Okay, Petravian, I like to ask, why is he heal?
Why is what?
Why is Chisel heal?
Because he's my boy.
Okay,
Why,
Archie is my
Chisel.
boy. I love him more than this world itself.
Chisel snorts.
But you don't.
Hey.
He doesn't fit in heal. Why is Chisel heal?
Did you not see him
Steal my kill?
take out that? Yeah.
I barely saw any of it. It was steam everywhere.
Well, you saw the. Unless you saw the last one. It wasn't in his team then.
I mean, he almost stepped on my head. I saw that out, and then he was sandwiched between Reason and Vera, and Vera was trying to get out of the room, and Chisel was in the way, so
Well-
she was just getting lit on fire. I saw that.
I mean, one, he came running in here to see what the hell happened to me. Thanks, buddy, by the way. Two, he was standing there to make sure that to be a big old meat shield, but apparently
why
selfish
is
are
he
you?
Why is he here down in this tomb? Chisel, do you-
because I
do you
called him down
understand
here.
me? Should I wear the bee head?
Yeah, let's do that. Hummel, come here.
Oh, but it's really nice.
Just for a
You'll be
moment. We'll
back.
put it back on you in a second.
I don't know if it's gonna work on a. That thing's really tiny. Would it work on Chisel?
Pretty,
Fine.
please.
No. Only because you asked nicely, though.
Oh, thank you.
Put
Now
this
come here.
very tiny hat on your.
I want to apologize to Beardy for
Yeah,
this.
thimble.
Going to
All right.
grab it very carefully and put it on Chisel. Like, embedding his hair inside of it slightly so that'll stay.
I'll float up by it, and I've got like tweezers to fine tune this.
All right, you attach this to Chisel. Oh, let's see.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm not
Beardy.
entirely prepared for this, but I'll give it my best.
So Chisel snorts.
Chisel's gonna snort, for sure.
I miss my
Can we
wife
just-
tails.
All right. You attach this tiny little crown, the little hat, to the top of Chisel's head, and Chisel blinks and looks at all of you.
Can you speak? What is it?
Yes.
Oh! It's so loud.
Wow. Good.
Got quite
Look,
the
Hi.
deep
voice.
voice there.
All right. Do
Wow.
you want to be down here?
No.
You get
Slow head turn to Petra.
Do you want to be, involved in battle at all? Yeah, ever?
Chisel. Sorry, I still had to hear myself on. Chisel blinks and thinks about that for a moment. Looks at Petravian. Looks at everyone else. Looks back at Petravian.
Sometimes.
all right. Would it?
Would it kill you to not get in the way of the others? Like, come on, man.
That's not what I was going to ask.
Hey, come on. He's
You almost
He is
got
a
Vera
phenomenal-
killed.
I mean, maybe
okay.
you.
One,
also-
I'm sorry about that, but I mean, he maneuvered pretty goddamn well around this room.
Oh, congratulations.
What
You've never
happened?
seen an
He just
elk
ran
do a
into the
somersault
smoke
before?
And then all of a sudden, a guy got stabbed from behind.
I'm just asking that it's like a little more thoughtful of what's going on, actually, instead of just, I need to be here now to kick some ass.
I think
That
maybe we
was
should.
me. I stabbed that guy.
Yeah, you did a good job, Chisel.
Give him a little pat in the face.
Great.
So-
Is Lovette capable of patting it on the face?
I'm flying.
Okay.
You sure did stab him.
Thanks.
I think maybe it's time. Now's the time for Petra and Chisel to discuss their tactics and maybe other things. There might be a time to discuss.
Yeah, why
a
do you
few
keep on
things.
eating the fucking flowers at the temple?
They taste good?
Yes, there's
And I
other
pl-
flowers you can eat that aren't
Yes, I
specifically.
No, I plant extra for him. I make sure that he always has to replace what he eats, and I always make sure that there's extra for him around.
Do you?
Plant them in a different place. There's.
Yeah, there might
It doesn't
be
have to be in the
possible-
garden.
He's
But then
fine.
they'll just look silly.
It's
Sorry,
the
that was
fucking
over
forest.
time.
Isn't that
Petravian.
flowers belong everywhere?
I'm a simple elk. I see a flower, I eat it.
This voice. I love it. I don't care about the flowers personally.
I care about the flowers.
Vera cares about the flowers.
My siblings put a lot of work into making those.
Yeah,
Fine. I will make a specific area. Whole friggin' field of them just for him.
So I find it very interesting that we're upset at your stupid fucking elk, and you're taking the most of it.
Yeah, because
He's a different person than you. You realize that, right?
well, yeah, but he's still my friend.
Yeah, but like people insult my friends, and I don't always take it personally. Maybe they needed it.
you insult your friends.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Lovette. See, always knows what to say.
Okay, well,
Good boy.
he's expressed that he doesn't want to be down here, so we got that much. I mean, I
Like-
don't know.
I just like that you
Yeah.
guys can understand him now too.
Wait, what?
Are you
Really?
guys serious?
Have you not? Why haven't you been speaking with him if you understood him?
I only understood
Okay.
the cosmic sense of him. I couldn't understand his elk.
I thought you
You
told
think I
me
could-
you
do
could
you think I-
understand him.
Yes, in a cosmic sense. I understood him. Do you think I
It's
could
not like a
actually
biblical sense, is it? Just a cosmic.
Yeah, I thought so. I could understand Alchi before he spoke languages. I thought you would have taken the time to
No,
understand
I'm
how he
not-
communicates.
I'm not versed in snorts.
Maybe you ought to be.
It's a very similar language to how horses talk.
Horses talk?
Yeah, my horse
Maybe
talks.
that one does.
Don't you see me talking to it like all the fucking time?
I
Ah.
wasn't aware that it talked back, and now I have
yeah.
questions, but
I
that's
talked
for
to my
another
pocket
time.
watch. I didn't think that meant anything.
Actually, that gives us a good question. Chisel, do you ever try to talk to that thing?
What?
The horse. To horse. You ever try to, I don't know, talk to it?
I can't talk.
I love you, buddy.
I can talk right now.
I guess I can talk right now.
If you want to, if you don't like it, I can take the hat off.
We should probably take the hat off eventually at some point.
Well,
I've never talked before
Well,
to a
not
horse.
did you like talking at all?
in these few moments that you had.
How are you enjoying it at all?
Because we're going to take it away from you if you
All
are,
the
because that's what we do.
questions, so maybe not.
Well, no one's hit me. That's nice.
What does that mean?
Yeah, wait, who hit you?
Who hit you?
I was suplexed once.
Holy shit, by who?
By one of the
By
monsters?
me.
By
No, by me.
You suplexed your elk?
I'm kind of impressed, actually.
No, that's good. It's probably deserved it.
Vera.
I don't know about that,
Okay.
but
I thought you were friends with your
Wait,
elk.
so
I thought
both
you
of
were,
you
you know,
slew an
soulmates. You... What the
Yeah,
bloody
and then
hell?
he shit right in front of my cottage door.
Right, so you
I
rub his
haven't-
nose in it. You don't fucking suplex him.
I had to go.
both you and your brother have thrown your elk?
No,
Like a family
suplex.
tradition.
Oh,
Wait,
the
that's-
the
oh.
specificity of it really aids in your argument.
I mean, if I were able to throw an elk, that'd be one, pretty impressive, and two, really
Mhm.
assholey.
And suplexing your elk isn't assholey.
Oh, does it? I mean, it's
I
the
bet-
same principle. What's-
More like leverage, actually.
I mean, that's how
What
you
the
should be.
What are we even talking about here? Bloody hell.
If you're going to
I miss
throw
my
your-
wife.
Wait, you're
You
what?
have a wife?
What?
That's adorable.
Wait.
Where is she?
I mean, Petra,
Where-
send Chisel back to his life right now.
Well, I can't really send them back.
How do you go
Why?
back
It doesn't really
normally?
work that way.
Well,
How
how does
he
it
come
work?
heal?
I don't know. He sort of just wanders off, and then I call him, and I don't know. I don't know how this shit works all the time. I just think, hey, buddy, come here, and boom, he's here.
We're gonna get you out of here, Chisel. You're gonna see your wife again.
Yeah.
You'll see your wife, we promise.
Shit.
We promise.
Oh, fuck. I'm gonna have to figure out how to send you. Okay.
That sounds nice.
Yeah.
Here's a hint: don't suplex him. That's not gonna work. Before you try
How
it.
about? Come on.
Wait, before you send him away, I need to get
Let's,
that
let's,
back.
we're gonna take the hat, Chisel, but
Okay.
thank
Keep your
you
head still.
so
Okay,
much for
let's-
having a good conversation with us. You are a brave boy. Stop stealing my fucking kills. You know.
Head still, Chisel.
Oh,
no,
maybe.
no.
I have, but wait, but hold on. Why do you like Kurla so much?
That's not a lick about Kurla. What's that supposed to mean?
You're a bit surly to a lot of people, but you seem to not be surly to Kurla. Why?
I think
So
he's
you
sorry
never
with you,
suplexed him.
Petravian.
Kurla's never been mean to me.
I have. I mean, to
Kurla
most
will
people.
reach out and just give Chisel a nice head pat right between the horns.
Don't smoosh the hat.
Those
Yeah,
would be-
travel
Oh, no, the
Nowhere
hat.
near the hat.
Oh, it's very expensive.
Be careful not to break the hat as they just head pat, snout.
Come here, Hummel.
Good elk.
I'll like fly and land on Risen's hand, palm.
Thank you for letting us borrow that hat, by the way.
Did you give the hat back?
Not yet.
Yeah, did you see the happy dance?
Aw, you're so sweet. You know,
Oh,
I gotta
thank you.
ask you what you see me as.
What about Chisel? Before I take this off.
Oh, okay. Chisel, how do you see me? What do I look like to you?
A person.
Yeah, that sounds about
That
right.
makes sense. Yeah, okay.
We all
Well,
look the same to you.
Alright, head coming off.
I'm taking the hat off of him.
Goodbye.
Give it to Riz.
Petravian will put his arms out to try to get to like,
Can I hug you? You want a hug at all? No.
There you
Chisel
go, Hummel.
snorts.
You start talking to him
thank
after
you.
he's-
You're
well,
welcome.
of course he's always talking to him.
Like
after
readjust
he
it.
can't talk back.
Looks dapper.
It does,
No,
doesn't
I
it?
thought the
Mm.
I thought the skeleton spiders were surreal, or the bloody fire elementals. No, that was the most surreal thing that's happened in the past few hours for me.
No, really well not done, so I wouldn't
Oh.
hedge your bets on that.
That is young.
Fucking Hummel, shut the fuck up, Xeno. So what do you see me as, buddy?
Well, very chiseled chin. Very nicely tanned. Good job on that.
Oh, thank you.
Nice stubble. Yeah, just you look
Handsome
like
overall.
you look like someone who's visited Ville, like from another country.
Hmm.
Very exotic. I like it. It's nice.
Thank you. Alright. Go be with Vera.
Smush.
Right.
Thank you.
Fine.
I mean, you can stay here. I just want my hand back. I don't give a shit otherwise.
Alright, well, the diversion was great. Let's go find it. Where do we get to this door?
Yeah, if
gotta
we're done
find the
talking to the
key.
deer, can we like find out how to open this door?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Is there anything in the remains from the Ashen Elementals?
All right. Go ahead and give me a perception check to search.
You got it, Daddy.
All of us, or just Riz?
For anyone who wants to search.
39.
32.
37.
I'm not
You
gonna
won.
roll.
Cool. Well, the three of you search around, and you pretty good job of searching, and what you find is in the ashes of one of the slain elementals, you find a piece of coal that is strangely shaped like a key.
Found it!
Oh, well done.
Oh,
Who wants to open the next door?
well, you should probably give it to Petravian, no?
Here you go,
Been
Petra.
talking about him.
All right. Doot doot doot. Oh, not you, Chisel.
Yeah, you make sure he gets to see his wife again.
I will. God,
You better.
I didn't know he had a wife.
I didn't either.
Chisel
But you
sneers.
should know he's not
suplex her
my elk.
too.
I mean, really, how am I supposed to know that he has a
You
wife?
could learn
How
elf.
don't you know? Yeah, I can't imagine this. How you don't know these things? Like,
Alright.
I
Petravian.
know about every clutch Archie's ever had. Which is
Archie
no,
said,
he doesn't.
oh,
No, he's
Okay.
I mean, he's
I-
crushed plenty.
Yeah, but I think that's what's confusing him.
So Petravian, you take this key that's made of a piece of coal that's still somehow like warm in your hand, and you slide it into the key hole in the door, and it opens, revealing a 15-foot hallway.
I'd like to roll a perception, please,
You got it.
to see if I notice any peppers or anything of the like.
Mm-hmm. Go for it.
I'm gonna look under his legs for papers.
23.
There is a paper on the ground in front of you.
he did it!
Hey, hey, look at that! Another one of these things.
I'll pick it up.
Let's see. It starts reading it.
All right. Writing. Oh, sorry. Let's preface this properly. You uncrumple the paper, and as you begin reading it, you and everyone else is swept away into some form of dream state. You see Marcus riding upon some sort of horse in blackened armor. He moves across a sea of red grasses. You hear screams echoing through the area as fires burn all around. You see inhabitants, local creatures, centaurs, running in all directions as a legion moves across the sea of grass. Everything fades to black, and you hear a voice. No better than beasts. These things had no cities, no treasures worth taking, but they still sought to waylay us with traps and ambushes. So I gave the order to burn everything, and we marched at the pace of the flames. We built a road as we marched, so that civilized people could cross this land more easily in the future. You all return to the room.
Man, fuck that guy.
Oh, seriously.
Oh yeah, now I see it.
Was the horse black as well, Beardy?
Yeah.
He looked like a card.
A card?
And Riz will actually take out their fancy deck from Kurla, and they'll pull out the death card, which usually depicts a man in black armor, well, a skeletal man in black armor, riding a black horse.
What do you think it means? The fact that, you know, he looks like that? Coincidence or something more?
What does that normally mean?
Death is normally a good card, to be honest. It's tower you don't want to get like ever. But it depends on what position you pull death in. Either you need to work towards something to better yourself, or life is changing for you. It depends on what fortune, but it is a little ominous to see that in such a crisp look for me.
I hope it's just coincidence. I mean, I would. But maybe it's not coincidence, but it is that he tried to fashion himself after the visage of death, and not that it has anything to do with him.
If
Or they
anything,
fashioned. Go ahead.
the most significant message of death is change.
So it's like an annoying thing?
I'm not sure. I suppose I've just been a little nervous since we got here. I do apologize. I'm
I
on
thought you said
edge.
you didn't have. I thought you said you weren't.
You've nothing to apologize for, Rez. This would unnerve anyone. Plus, there was,
Yeah.
the room with the eye, and I know, well, all of that.
It wasn't just that room. It was all of them.
What wasn't there? I mean, the girl helped, but you don't have to worry. It's okay.
It was supposed to be my expertise. That's my family, and I was useless.
Nice. We're all doing this together, listen.
Yes, but I am the one who's supposed to be protecting all of you.
Says whom?
Me.
But maybe I'll need to be examined because I don't really see it that way, and I don't think that is safe for anyone.
Riz just looks away.
You're doing the best you can, and you are helping, and you are protecting us, so try and be a little bit easier on yourself.
They're not saying anything else. They're done. Petravian, are you gonna start walking into the next room, or do I have to push you?
No, I'll do it of my own accord. And I'll move down into the next doorway.
Alright, this hallway is only 15 feet long, and there's a door at the end of that hall. You want to try to open it?
First, I'd lean in to hear anything beyond the door with a
Okay.
with a perception check. Let's see, 27 actually.
You hear nothing on the other side of the door.
Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Puts his hand on the doorknob and opens.
Alright, you open the door. Inside, you see a room with 4 large stone tablets, all carved in Protean. The scripts are partially worn, but, well, you think you might be able to learn something by studying them.
Okay. I enter the room.
Alright,
Wonder what this says.
so does anyone want to actually check and see if Petravian has stepped on anything?
Yeah. I would like
Go
to.
for it. Okay.
Just double check the area. Maybe Petravian's feet. Good times. 35.
Yeah, he's got a paper stuck to one of his boots again.
Petravian, God fucking. Riz just grabs your foot.
Oh, man, this thing's leaving shit everywhere.
Alright. This is what this one says.
Alright, Riz, you take this piece of paper off of Petravian's boot, you unfurl it, and you are all once again swept away into a memory. In a tent at night, you can see Marcus the Destroyer sleeping soundly. A rustling sound wakes him, his eyes open in the dark. Just in time for a group of armored centaurs to cut into the canvas walls of his tent. He rolls out of his bed, surrounded by 5 armored and masked assailants. They tell him to prepare to meet his gods and move to strike him. He raises a hand and speaks a single word. It's incomprehensible in the memory. It just sounds like a buzz, like a buzzing noise. All 5 centaurs freeze as if their muscles have locked in place. Marcus then incants a spell, and a ghostly hand rises from a wispy tether from his own hand, then fractally breaks into 5, each moving to the heart of one of the assailants. Within moments, their flesh begins to bubble and boil as it separates from their bones, and then turns to ash, leaving 5 scorch marks on the ground where the assassins once stood. He takes a deep breath and departs his tent. Everything fades to black. You hear a voice. Assassins. I had called them cowards and fools for not putting up a proper fight, but they are not cowards. Those 5 beasts who tried to slay me in my sleep were still fools, though. They have no idea the kind of power they faced, and died like the animals they are. I sent a cavalry detachment to kill 500 of their number for such an act. 100 lives for each assassin seems fair. Perhaps it should have been 1,000. You all return to this room.
Oh.
I dare say I don't like him.
The idea here is
Wow.
to, learn to hate this chap even more. I mission accomplished.
But
What
why
an
are they,
utter piece of shite.
are they doing it to frighten us away?
I
This
think the
doesn't really
book's
make
just
sense.
old and losing its pages on accident.
Yeah. I don't think this is deliberate. This is the only indication we have. So we're not opening the way for the book. This is pages.
Hmm.
Vera, what do you think?
I think we don't have any choice either way.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Maybe there's something in here that we can use against him. Some aspect of him that it'll reveal. A weakness, maybe.
I've been trying to figure that out, but it seems to be doing mostly the opposite. I mean, at least we have a rough idea of the ways in which we are fucked.
Beardy, what does these tablets say?
Alright, so they're written in Protean. They basically, after having looked them over, they're kind of interesting. They seem to tell the history of the man buried deeper within this place. And more than that, they go into detail about something else.
Oh?
Yeah. These tablets explain a complex magical incantation simply known as Apocalypse.
Hmm.
It appears you guys have found instructions on the mega spell. And with that, we're going to take a short break.
And we're back, motherfuckers.
Hey.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey. So, to those just joining us, the group is most of the way through the third level of the Tomb of the Betrayer, and they have found themselves in a room with a bunch of tablets. Now, investigating those tablets has revealed some interesting information. It appears to be a quick synopsis of who is interred here, as well as this thing described as, a magical ritual described simply as Apocalypse. And it has a lot of description about it. So if anyone wants to dive into that, let me know.
Yes.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think
I'm gonna copy all of that into my obsession log, slowly turning it
I'm
into
an
the most
idiot.
dangerous book on Adrian.
Yeah.
So yeah, give me a knowledge arcana to see if you can even grasp this spell's theory.
The answer to me is no.
31.
That is a 31 from Kurla as well.
And a 30 from Lovette.
No, we can't grasp it.
No,
Nope, that's fails all
What?
around.
I'm still
Okay.
copying it down. Like,
Yeah, so
Okay.
we'll,
let me see.
we'll research this later after we
Yeah.
kind
So-
of think it over.
So the best you get from the
21.
31, like you piece together like the very bare minimum of the spell, but it still doesn't make a whole lot of sense to you. And that is that you believe the spell is designed to channel a vast amount of negative energy into a single plate, to a single point. But that's about all you can figure from that. It's really complicated, and it involves a lot of arcane theory. So
Maybe we call Karis?
So I'm copying this down anyway, but is it kind of concern you that this doesn't make any sense? I feel like this is way above my level, in which case we are again walking into a bad situation.
It's
or
not
is
above
it-
mine, I can't focus lately.
I mean, maybe he's just dumb. Maybe it's wrong. You know?
I
It
hope
doesn't
so.
make. Yeah, it does. I don't understand how you would. It doesn't make any sense. It seems kind of.
I mean, that's what I think of all academic magic, to be honest.
Right?
Kurla's gonna take a step closer to Riz.
Seems
There is a-
all academic magic is incorrect and silly.
It just doesn't make sense. Like,
Sure,
What?
but it works. This shouldn't work.
Well, sometimes, I guess. Sometimes they explode.
Rez, is there anything that we can do to help?
For what?
You said you're not being, able to concentrate. You're not
I
able to
already
focus.
voiced my concerns earlier.
Right, I'm saying, if there's anything that I can do, I'm here.
I understand, but I don't think this is something someone can do for me.
All right. Well, Beardy, do we piece together anything about his life as well? You mentioned there were sort of
Yeah.
biographical details.
Indeed. So reading that part of the tablet explains that buried here is a enemy of the state, one whose name is to be expunged from all historical record, and that he was found guilty of being a menace and threat to the Protean Empire.
Marcus the Menace.
No, don't even describe
It's
it.
my favorite cartoon.
No,
No.
no, absolutely not.
I'm wondering now if I got a slab like this back in the Steam Isle for me.
Here lies
Menace to
Lovette,
society.
the fucking
Here lies
pyromaniac.
Lori the Nails. The Cammy.
Lori the Nails with Kami Bodine and Elf or something.
Only all of the stone tablets, all of the pyres, all of the sarcophagi, they're all mimics.
Mm.
In your little, enemy of the state temple.
Yeah, I mean, if that's the case here, we're already fucked. This tomb could be a mimic for all we know.
Kurla's going to do a perception check, if I may, please, Beardy, on the room and the door as well that's leading into the next area, just to see if there are any traps or anything we may have missed.
Okay.
That is a 38. Why couldn't I get that on my Knowledge Arcana?
I don't know if that would have helped.
No. Probably not.
You detect no traps.
Yay!
I try the door.
All right. You try the door, and it opens.
Oh, it's
The
so
room
pretty.
ahead. The room ahead is bathed in a strange aura of energy.
Beardy's using this color against me again.
I don't know if you should touch that.
It's just chlorine.
Yeah.
There's got a pool in here.
Noticing the energy, Kurla's going to cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
Shit's magical.
Smell like middle class living in hell.
Apparently I have no spells left of the cantrips. Weird.
Cantrips don't.
Oh, yeah, because Foundry has a limited number, but that's not actually how Pathfinder works. It just
Yeah, you don't need to. You don't
Okay.
need that.
Cantrips aren't numbered. It's just whatever you select for the day.
Well, in any case, Beardy,
Probably
do
don't
I
even need
see
mechanic.
anything interesting? What do I sense from that odd aura of magical energy visible through the now open door?
All right. You use your detect magic, and it is quite magical. It's a field of magic in there. You believe it's enchantments magic specifically.
Okay.
What school?
Enchantment.
Okay,
Okay.
Petra. Please, let's get in order. Big folks in front.
Riz, does any of this look familiar yet?
Excuse me?
What? Yeah, what?
Didn't you scry through this area
Oh, right, yeah.
on the book?
I scried on the book. No.
No, he's right. We haven't gone through there yet, no? No, there should be statues.
The closest things to statues across something have not been the ones I have seen.
Okay.
What, they are statues of people?
I believe they were armored people?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, statues of armored people.
Yeah. Riz will say that.
Alright, well, we know to look for us in Petravian.
You know, I could
Alright.
just say, oh, this is what I recognize when I see it, you know?
I
It's
mean-
not, it wasn't a harmful question.
Riz appears to be in a bad mood.
What?
No.
No, I mean,
No.
he might always be in a bad mood, let's be honest.
But yeah,
You want me to take point, Riz?
You get in the front. Listen, how will you get over here by me?
Riz is actually gonna flick their hand up for a moment and try to dispel magic in the room.
Okay.
See how that works.
Okay, you cast Dispel Magic. Go ahead and... Actually, I think I make the save. Let's see. Cool. The spell has no effect.
Well, Petravian, go right ahead.
All right. Let's mosey on in.
And Petravian will reach out a hand into the kind of the field and like
Oh,
and
apologies.
step in.
It is
Oh.
your check, actually. Sorry. So, actually, Riz, go ahead and make a
Caster level check.
caster level check.
33.
Okay.
It's pretty good. That was a 17 roll, so.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
All right. The aura fades from the room.
Oh shit!
Good
Nicely
job,
done, Riz.
Riz.
Hopefully we didn't. This isn't like the fucking
Paper.
Well, there's no backwards from this.
Silverfish. Yeah, all over again. 'Cause Jesus.
Okay. What were you doing, Petravian?
Petravian moves in and gets a perception check. See if there's
Okay.
anything on the floor.
You got it.
Nat 20.
So this time, you
nice.
spot a piece of paper on the ground.
Yay!
Do you step on it?
I mean, no. That'd be
Stomp
rude.
on it and then pick it up.
I pick it up. And I
Okay.
read it.
You pick it up and you read it. The lot of you are swept away in a memory. You see Marcus is talking with his other officers again. The climate here is different, colder. A scout enters the tent and reports that elements of the Kintao forces have been encountered, and that it appears to be an advanced scout of a larger force. The officers deliberate over a table, this one showing a map of an area to the north of Hartenshin. Marcus orders the weapon be brought forward, that it may be needed in the coming days. Everything fades to black, and you hear a voice. These borderlands mark the edges of Vil, and the locals there had seen some wisdom of bending their knee to us. With renewed vigor, my troops have surged into this land, looking for this Kintao Empire that must stand somewhere just east of us. Perhaps they will finally give me a worthy challenge. I have sent for the weapon. Perhaps this most perfect spell will finally be needed in the coming days. You all return to the room.
Didn't quite work out like he hoped, did it?
Now, you know,
Certainly not.
I don't want us to have two big problems to deal with, but part of me was hoping there's some Kintao Lich or some shit that puts this guy in his place at this point.
I mean, they kind of did. That's how the
Well,
Deadlands
clearly,
made.
yeah. Something like that happened. I hope there's... Yeah, I'm invested now in seeing it happen.
They got you hooked.
I'm sure they'll make a great book series out of it.
I might write it. I'm going to go bring this down.
The aura in the room to the south returns.
Oh.
And I'm in it. Technically, I'm inside that aura.
Yep.
Okay, well.
Petravian, you are standing inside a field of this teal energy, and
Mhm.
it doesn't seem to affect you.
Huh.
You don't think it affects you.
Well, I move in.
Shit.
You move in, looking around the room. You see what appears to be a mostly empty room. There's a door far to the east, and aside from that paper, you don't see anything else other than this strange aura of energy in here.
I don't like it.
Well, move in, Petravian. We can't all just, like, sit and...
All right, all right.
Did I get you? No?
Huh.
Okay. Well, I tried.
I thought you were scared because I bumped into you, sorry.
No. Riz is actually going to be searching across the walls.
All
What
right.
was that?
So, as you all move into the room, this energy, this teal field of power, is going to coalesce into a single point, and stepping out as if from either the other side of a veil or the other side of something, a being is going to push its way into the room with you. It looks like a massive suit of iron, like just this hard metal armor that's inscribed with runes. The being inside isn't so much a person as it is a collection of light and heat.
Oh shit.
And it coalesces immediately next to Petravian and attacks.
Oh
I'm gonna
boy.
roll some initiatives.
I'm gonna just say to folks right now, please make some room for Archie.
You got it.
He right now has plenty of room because he's got such long reach. He can stand like way behind Petra and everything. Just let's make sure we don't space in a way so that there's not a 3x3 block. Because I think that he is going to be needed here.
Yes.
Oh, let's see what we got for initiative.
Does
All
this it's some kind of like construct golem kind of thing, correct?
It does look like a construct, yes.
Does it have a weapon or anything?
Nope. Just
Okay.
fists.
Yep, Lovette's pride is a little bit on the line right
Rocket
now.
Sock Robots Part 2!
Yeah.
Do we get a second JoJo image?
No.
Aww.
There was... I don't make title cards anymore, bitch! I
Yeah,
only
true.
adjust them. You want to pay
That's
for
true.
it?
Maybe. We'll see.
Alright.
Oh.
I'll do it if you pay for it.
Okay. So, the first thing that happens is this creature is going to, as it moves to attack, like it lifts its arms and it's about to like slam its fists down into Petravian. As it does this, it's emanating a strange cloud of gas from its body. Like this strange, like, it's this green colored, looks like chlorine gas coming off of this thing.
Oh shit.
And it is going to fill a small space next to itself here. So that is
Oh.
going to be Kurla and Petravian are affected by this attack.
Oh,
I need you to... What's up?
No, nothing. I was going to tell a joke.
Oh,
Go ahead.
okay. That is a fort save, please, for both of you.
Fortitude, you got it.
Certainly.
Don't worry, it was a fart joke. It wasn't funny.
Okay.
20.
All right.
28.
Excellent. Petravian, you are affected. Kurla, you are not. All right,
Oh, shit.
Petravian. You are affected by a chlorine gas attack. That is going to deal 1d4 con damage to you.
Shit.
And I rolled a 1, so it's only 1 con damage.
Got lucky on
Were
that
you
one.
at a
Lucky
non-number?
bitch.
No, he's not an even number, so he's going to lose some max HP from that one.
Damn.
All right, and that is going to last for 4 rounds. So you are poisoned for the next 3 rounds. So let's just see if I remember that.
Is Petravian not immune to poison or anything with his paladin stuff?
No, but if I
acid.
Oh,
if
yeah,
I
of
use
course.
one of my mercies on myself, I could get rid of it.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
But
4
it's one
rounds
round.
for 1 con damage is not terribly bad either.
All right, so it is now going to make a full attack.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and each attack hits for 30 damage.
Oh my
So
god.
60 damage dealt to Petravian in the first round.
Oh,
Let's take us on to Lovette.
All right, I'm gonna 5-foot step to the northwesternmost corner of this room, and I'm going to start casting Summon Eidolon.
Oh, Archie!
Oh, I'm doing it. He'll be here in this 6 seconds.
All right,
Oh.
and he'll show up in the beginning of your next turn.
That is correct.
So that'll take us to Vera.
Wonderful. Vera is going to start dashing towards this thing and emulsifies into a swarm of bees, and I will be on top of this creature.
All right,
Bees.
And that'll be my.
all right. You turn into bees and land on the golem.
I did it.
Good idea.
Oh, I have something better. I have something better coming up next turn.
Ooh, baby.
I was gonna say, I hope your stingers are sharp, because good Christ.
All right, Kurla.
Kurla is going to half close their eyes because they're pulling in more energy than they've ever tried to pull in before. And as they focus, they will cast Mass Heal. And the reason they're casting this, Beardy, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, is because with their combat healing feat, I beg your pardon, no, with their not save curing, with their enhanced cures, no, with their spirit boost, that's the one, with their spirit boost feature, whenever you heal up a target to its maximum hit points, any excess hit points are temporary hit points for 1 round per level. So if I'm doing that right, not only should it heal up the damage that's hit various people, but it also should give everyone a hell of a temp HP boost.
Yeah, I think I remember doing this.
Yeah, that is how that would work.
Awesome.
So I'll need to do some math on my side, but yeah, that's fine.
So Kurla will focus, and white light will just pool up around them and then burst forth.
That's nuts. That's awesome.
As they cast this, and Mass Heal goes for up to 250 hit points.
Well, it's your level, so. All right. So it'll heal for 160 HP.
Nice.
So let's see.
Holy shit, that's like my max HP.
That's more than mine.
Okay, so that's gonna leave.
Oh, it's more than mine. So that's like
All right,
Hershey's.
so
Holy
it's
shit.
gonna leave 120 extra. Okay, Lovette's done.
Holy shit.
149 for Riz.
Oh, of course it was a 9.
Sorry.
No, I'll just always gripe about a 9. I don't blame anyone else other than the number 9.
I blame myself, though.
144 temp HP for Kurla.
Thank you, Beardy.
Yep.
Man, if there were more golems, I think it would be a good time to start oscillating, but I feel like we're just gonna gang up on this guy too hard for it to be worth it.
We shall see.
We'll see how it goes.
We will. That's true.
Why
Petra
would
did
you
just
put
get
that
hit
out
pretty hard.
there?
Well, no, there's we have action economy on our side real hard right now. It's
64
1 against
temp.
5.
64 temp for Petravian. And Vera has taken no damage, so 160 temp for Vera.
Hot
Oh
damn.
my god.
God, Christ.
All right,
Get
that
'em.
is heal mass cast.
What are you at right now, Vera? I gotta know.
What am I at health-wise?
What's your HP? Yeah, with including temp.
Max is 128 plus 160.
So-
So
288. 288.
Holy shit!
That is a
I don't have another
lot
one of
of
those in me,
HP.
so well, I've got one more in me, but I'm not going to use it now. So just stay alive.
Yep.
That would
It only
be
lasts
enough.
for 16 rounds, so a minute and a half and it'll be gone. All right, that is. Do you have a move action, Kurla?
Yep, Kurla's going to take a 5-foot step to the southwest, just to back away from Petravian, and that.
We're all just like.
Actually, I beg your pardon. They're going to make that a 10-foot step if they may. So
All right.
they'll end up by Riz in the southwest and leave a little bit of room open for Archie to do his thing.
Cool. Takes us to Petravian.
All right. I believe, I'm going to full attack, but I'm going to use one of my Smite Evils. To
Okay.
see if that, I mean, looks kind of evil-ish.
Mhm.
Evil enough.
I mean, you do have Detect Evil. It's like a thing you could do. But
gonna
Oh,
say,
that's right. I keep forgetting that it's not a that it's not a round action.
Right.
I'd like to detect evil on that
Well-
if you don't mind.
all right, so your Smite fails because it's not evil.
Oh, there you go.
All right,
All right, good to know. Good to know.
it's a construct.
It's a construct. An evil construct.
Oh, sorry, headphone users.
Sorry, that's a 27, 29, a critical threat, and a 25.
Okay. So of that, let's see this, guys. Yeah. Okay. So miss, 0 damage. Oh boy. Okay. Miss, 0 damage, 1 damage, miss.
What kind of
Oh.
fucking DR is on this motherfucker?
Wow.
All right, you've dealt 1 damage to the target.
What did you hit him for when you did the one?
If we want to
did the-
metagame this, yeah. I'll figure it has stats out, guys. Let's go.
I mean,
Let's
TVM,
get a
like,
whiteboard.
we can't determine what our rolls are. I just want to know what our floor is.
Yeah.
Oh shit. So I'm
Sorry,
guessing the
check
critical did not confirm.
Critical did not confirm. No.
That makes
23.
sense.
23 did not confirm. His AC is higher than 23.
Okay.
Certainly hope so.
I would assume, yes.
Fighting a single entity combat encounter at this level, they better have higher than 23 AC.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So yeah, but like I said, only one of those attacks actually yielded damage, and it was for 1. So yeah,
Ooh.
that's fun.
I thought you hit it harder than that.
Yeah,
I,
maybe
turn,
power
I
attack.
turned towards Lovette like,
Did you hit it?
Put your fucking
I
back
did,
into
but
it.
Well, she done
shit.
it.
Did you
takes
hear
us
that
to
thing? It
Riz.
went bong.
What's the
Yeah.
point of all that suplexing if it doesn't build muscle?
So Riz is going to kind of coalesce the air around their hands and shoot off some ball lightnings at it, upping the DC save by 2.
Okay. Okay.
I think I only need 3 of them, but you never know.
Mm-hmm. All right. So the DC you said was up by 2.
Yeah, so it'll be 23.
Okay. And you hit it 3 times.
Correct.
Okay.
So 3 saves.
All right. Your ball lightnings strike it and do 0 damage.
Okay. Kurla, this might be the time where you like do that thing where you talk in a
Right.
different voice.
Way ahead of you. I'll be doing that
Cool.
as soon as I have a chance.
Great.
All right. Its turn is current, and beginning of round 2, what it's going to do is it's going to turn and attack Petravian. Now, strangely, it does seem to be moving slower than it did before. And it's going to make a single attack at Petravian, striking him for 29 damage.
okay.
Yeah, you're still above max.
Yep, still has 35 temp HP left. And that takes us to Lovette, which will
Alright,
cause
so
Archie to appear.
Question, this is just for me to know. How is the Iron Golem attacking? Like, I know it's with his fist. Is it with its right, left? Is it like pounding?
That was a punch with its right arm.
Okay.
Archibald appears.
Oh, thank
and
the
we'll
gods.
add him into combat here, and just going to put him right under Lovette.
Hello, big
I'd like
guy.
him to actually appear down the southern end if he can. Since
Oh,
he can
alright.
use it within 30 feet of me.
Oh, I see. So southern end of the room, like here?
Yeah, so yeah, just south of
Okay.
Petra. Perfect.
I see. Okay. And we'll have him go at 23.03.
Alright.
Cool. All right.
For this turn, I'm going to run up to him. And I'm going to cast Bull Strength on him.
Okay.
Alright. Mark him. It is.
There you
Alright.
go.
And then he's gonna.
Oh, get him! Just show him what the little construct can do.
Beat the shit out of him, Archie.
Big CGI fight. Here we go.
What the fuck does that mean?
punch.
It's gonna be really expensive.
Full attack. I don't have any bonuses anymore.
I don't want it to be expensive.
I'm gonna power attack because his AC is probably strong, but I'm gonna need something to get through that DR.
Okay.
Hmm.
That's a 37, a 23, a 32, and a 22.
Nice. All right.
Any of those hurt him?
So yeah, some of these are gonna hurt. Let's see.
My boy.
Gotta cut through that DR.
All right. Cool. So of those attacks, 2 of them strike. These blows come in, and it looks like a couple of them are going to dent some of those armor plates that the iron golem here is made out of. All right, that takes us to Vera.
All right. First thing I'd like to do, so Vera has landed on this thing. And from where I'm at, does it seem that there's something underneath this armor? Or does it seem like they're one the same?
Not so much, yeah. It looks like it's a single entity, and that's just like its outer carapace. It does appear to be some sort of energy being inside the armor, technically. So it's like it's almost like heat and magic coalesced into a being, and then it has this iron outer shell.
Okay, so it looks like it's being protected by an armor, and there's something inside of it.
Yeah, kinda, yeah. But it looks like it's made of like energy or fire or something.
Mm-hmm. In that case, I think. Okay, so what Vera's going to do is Vera wants to try and make an opening in this thing to hopefully maybe do more damage. Mm-hmm. So what happens is the swarm is going to coalesce around the beast's chest plate, and all of a sudden you'll see clusters of bees starting to form into these larger creatures. They have these small beaks and these feathered antennae as they all start chomping down on this chest plate. And I'd like to cast Rusting Grasp.
All right, go ahead.
Boom.
Tiny rust monsters.
Tiny rust
Yep.
monsters.
Oh, that's
Eat 'em.
adorable. Also, probably Archie's worst fucking nightmare.
Might not work, but we'll see.
It's really creative, though. I liked it.
It is very creative. It's not technically going to work because of what it says at the end of the first. Yeah, the end of the first paragraph. Magical metal items are immune to the spell.
I wasn't sure if the armor itself was magical or if it was just.
Yeah, I mean the whole being's magical.
Right.
So it's a cool idea though. But yeah, you chomp on it and gnaw on it, but for some reason it seems to resist your attack.
All right. Well, that'll be Vera's turn for now.
All right, that takes us to Kurla.
Well, as Riz suggested, and Kurla's hands were already halfway up to their temples, they place their middle fingers to their temples. Their eyes roll up into their head as they cast Find Fault. And knowledge just starts entering their head. Hopefully, useful knowledge.
Okay. So that's going to give you an immediate knowledge dungeoneering equal to your 20 plus your level. Is that it?
Yes.
Yeah, 20 plus your level. Okay, so it's a 36 knowledge check on iron golems. So what you know is they have DR15 adamantine.
Oh.
They are incredibly high hit points, incredibly high armor class, and punch like trains or trucks or wagons, whatever thing fits in your world.
Robots.
Yeah, punch like robots. Yeah. They are immune to all magic, except they have a special. They're affected by electricity spells as if it was a slow spell, and they're affected by fire spells as if it's like a haste plus heal, or heal and haste. So, fire heals them, electricity slows them.
Well,
That's the only magical effect that does anything to them.
At least those balls of lightning did something then.
Yeah. The golem was slowed, and also every time Archie punches it, there's
Yeah, I was gonna
electricity
ask.
damage in there. So the electricity is not actually doing damage, but it is,
slowing
refreshing
them.
that slow. Yeah.
Oh, that's perfect.
Nice.
We'll
So-
take it.
So
I
yeah,
will too.
basically, it's it's being suppressed by your guys already. You guys are actually already doing the best thing you can do in this situation, which is to keep hitting it with electricity damage,
And not fire at all.
and not
Go
fire.
Riz.
Yeah.
Well, in the best nature documentary voice completely unlike their own, Kurla will say, "You do not want to use fire on this golem. You only wish to use electric attacks, for they will slow it. and keep hitting it with electricity, and hopefully it will eventually be defeated.
Working on it.
Oh, I fucking hate
Now,
doing that. That is just awful.
There is a bit more information that you glean that this is not a typical iron golem. There's something strange about this one. It appears to have more tricks up its sleeve that probably tie into the aura in this room.
There's something weird about this one. It's something to do with that aura that you dispelled. I'm not quite sure. God, I got a splitting bloody migraine now.
Here we go
Maybe if you
again.
dispel the aura when you
And you have a move
Just-
action if you would like
Just
to use
don't
it.
throw fire at it. Whatever the bloody hell you do, it'll heal it.
Gotcha.
And maybe we could try dispelling that magic or something. I don't bloody know.
On it.
Right, thank you. And Kurla will just rub their temples, and that will be the end of Kurla's turn. They're gonna
Alrighty,
stay
Petravian,
standing
you're
where
up.
they are.
Oh boy. Let me go for that whole smacking it again. Full attack, but we're gonna power attack that guy.
Mm-hmm.
See what happens.
Take some damage.
Got a 37, an 18, a 23, and an 8. So, but only the
Okay.
isn't the only first
So
one.
edit
attack.
one hit.
The first
Yep.
one hits and is going to deal 27 minus 15. So, a little bit of damage there. Better than one, at least.
Yeah.
And that takes us to Riz.
Reflex saves for the ball lightning?
You got it.
I guess to slow just in case. I don't fucking know.
No, I mean, yeah.
Well, we know it's DR now, so you know you gotta beat.
Well, you can't do electricity damage to it.
Oh, you can't do electricity damage to
No.
your period.
No,
okay.
it's immune. It's immune to magical damage of all kinds. It just takes
Right.
secondary
I
effect.
remember that now. Yep.
All right. Yeah. So it's still slowed.
All right. And then Riz will kind of clap their hands together, rub it, and little like electricity sparks come out of it. And then they pull their hands apart, pulling apart a glyph with it.
Mhm.
And they're gonna cast Dispel Magic on
Nice.
the room.
Okay. Lovely. Okay. In that case, go ahead and make a caster check.
Will do. Oh boy.
You got
I love the
this.
positioning of everybody in
19.
here. It's
Ooh, that's a nope. All
Okay.
right.
I'm sorry. I jinxed it.
So on the Iron Golem's turn, the room is going to there's a warbling effect from this ethereal sort of like teal energy field. The Iron Golem is going to vanish and then reappear in the center of the room.
Oh, okay.
Fire is going to emanate from its body,
That's not good.
and it is going to cast basically a fireball spell is going to appear out of this thing's chest.
Tits.
So it was big enough to hit the whole room anyway, but
You mother.
Reflex?
fuck.
he's just gonna centralize himself just for the effect. But anyway, I need reflex saves from the whole party.
Got it.
Oh
Nat
God,
20.
why?
33. Woo!
Okay.
I rolled an 11.
I rolled a nat 1.
I didn't roll that bad, but I didn't roll good. 16 and 12.
All right.
18
so
for
let's see.
Petravian.
Reflex saves. Lovette 16 is a fail. Kurla 11's a fail. Risen 35 or 33 succeeds. Petravian 18 fails. Archibald 12 fails, and Vera 10 fails. All right. So in that case, this thing has a fireball spell that goes off. Is anyone particularly resistant to fire? Before I start applying damage,
Well,
Yes.
swarms.
then you'll take additional damage.
I will.
But was anyone resistant before I?
Not yet.
Okay.
I'm just ass.
All right.
I
In that
have-
case,
I have endurance. Does that help me out, DM Daddy?
no.
It's a high temperature.
So Riz takes 25 damage. Everyone else takes 51.
Glad we have that temp HP to now, don't we?
And I get an extra 25 then? Is that correct?
Yeah, you'll take 7. I'll put 75 off of you.
Ouch. Sorry, Xeno.
It's alright, I have that
I mean,
extra
you're
health.
still over 100% health.
Oh, does that
Minus
the
51.
con damage, the temp com damage?
Oh. You're still poisoned, aren't you?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Make a fort save.
Yeah.
This is making up for round 2. Because of course I forgot.
That's what I
Because
was...
of course I forgot poison.
Mm-hmm.
Lorraine guys.
Nat 20.
Cool.
37.
Cool. Okay, good. So you resist that turn, but the effect requires 2 consecutive saves to end it.
Oh, okay.
All right. So anyway. So this golem appears in the center of the room. There is an explosion of flames out from it. It deals 51 damage to everyone. And goes back to into that. So Lovette, you are up.
You're muted. Sorry.
Thank you. I don't know if this is the best move to do, but it's probably a good time to bust my new thing out. So I forgot to say, when I summon Archie, instead of popping out from the ball like usual, he burst up through the ground this time, and then it conveniently collapsed down and created a relatively even surface under him. And I'm going to flip up a little panel in my gauntlet and go, "It's showtime!" And his chest opens up. And there's like there's a seat there with all these levers and things, and I'm gonna climb up into him. And and start operating him like a mech, and the panel closes back up. I'm gonna use my merge forms ability.
Oh my god, you're a friggin' Titanfall, I love it!
By the way, you're not allowed to say, "Get away from her, you bitch." You've already said that in
It's true.
one of these
You've
campaigns.
already used
That's
one.
Yeah.
I know.
No, this was it's showtime. So this was
Big O!
Yeah.
Big O,
yeah,
yeah.
this was a Big O reference.
Pilot the Archie, Lovette. Or Petravian will have to do it again.
Or Moira will have to do it again.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, it's Moira. Yeah. Oh my god.
Much
Just
better.
Moira just laying in a hospital bed with an eye patch. Just goddamn.
That's a different.
What?
It's a different character. You know, it's fine.
What?
Different
You don't think
character
Moira-
gets the
She has
eye
the
patch. Is
Yeah,
it?
but she has the eye patch in the first
Ray
scene.
Ray has an eye patch.
Not consistently, but in that
Not
scene.
because it's different Rays, because they're clones.
What have I
Spoilers!
done?
What
have I
What?
done?
Yeah.
Spoilers for a 30-year-old anime.
I told
Yeah.
you,
Yeah.
I was just watching it for the first time, like, past being a child. Literally.
Rip. Anyways.
Oh well.
D&D.
There's more fun. Yeah.
No,
D&D.
that is an oversimplification. Don't worry. That's not actually a spoiler.
You're the
All right.
worst.
Rosebud is the name of the sleigh.
Beardy again has spoiled something. It's not surprising.
Hooray!
It's okay. It's
Statute
okay.
of limitations. It's 30 years old. All right.
Mhm.
So yeah, I got my mech.
Okay. So effectively, what is that actually going to do for you?
So I'm it's very much how that works. Where I mean, like what it sounds like in that I can cast spells while I'm inside of him, but I share his turn now, and or no, do I share his turn? Somewhere cast spells.
I mean, I assume you're the
taking
same
control
entity.
for the island for the duration of the casting. Yeah, so we share turns. I have to
Okay.
cast spells on his turn. Otherwise, we operate the same way. So, as far as I understand it, I still can use like the lifelink abilities and stuff. But if he gets knocked out completely, then I'm stunned for a round.
Then you're
And I
stunned
also
for a
take
round. Okay.
Or I take 46 points of damage and am stunned for a round.
Okay. So mechanically, you are one entity, but you have 2 different initiatives, or you have one initiative, and do you just get more
Transformations.
actions?
So I'm just curious.
So like, do you have the ability to cast spells and Archie punches at the same time now? 'Cause I guess I'm not clear on the mechanics of that one.
Yeah, it doesn't. Well, I'm reading through it, and it doesn't really answer any of the questions you just asked directly. But as far as I understand it, I think that like we have one turn, and I can choose it for it to basically be either a Lovette turn or an Archie turn. Because it says the summoner can cast spells while in the Eidolon by taking control of the Eidolon for the duration of the casting, which would tell me that it's
Oh,
going
I
to use
see.
up his turn.
So then, yeah, okay.
So
Interesting.
my
This is
my initiative goes away.
kind of a not a great ability. Then,
Yeah,
isn't
Is
it?
it
No,
just
it's not.
bad?
But I've been waiting for it forever because it's
I
a
mean,
mech.
What's the
Yeah, it is a
benefit?
mech, but it also like really screws up your action economy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the main thing about it is it would be more useful if I didn't have the oscillating phase generator because it's a really good defensive ability. 'Cause I've
True.
got
I mean,
all
it
of his
keeps you
toughness.
alive. Absolutely. Yeah. Okay.
But I'm already quite tough, but I love it.
Yeah.
And it might actually come in handy in this fight. So.
Okay. Well, you merge forms, and it's
Mhm.
now Archie's turn, I guess, or rather, Archie doesn't get a turn because you're
Mhm.
sharing them, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. It
Life
doesn't
is
say when it's.
confusing now.
Well,
yeah.
yeah, I would
circle
think
back
that's probably
around.
the case.
So
What's that?
Archie's turn is spent opening up his chest and having you climb inside, and then closing his chest back up.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Era.
And I thought they smelt bad on the outside.
Alrighty.
Nice.
So, Vera is going to cast. Is there still lightning being cast on this thing?
The ball lightnings are over next to you, actually.
They'll have to move on my turn.
Yeah.
Okay. There might not be any reason for me to do anything because I can only do damage probably with swarms.
Yeah, you are very fire centric, huh?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Anything that is resistant to fire or is fire is very bad news for Vera. Just like bees.
Unfortunately, fire resistance is one of the most common resistances in D&D.
true.
Oh
You know
no.
what? I am going to summon Nature's Ally 5.
Okay.
When I will have basically from the swarm that I am, you'll see drops of these ants, black ants, coming out as I summon a swarm of army ants.
Excellent.
And one of
Okay.
those will go on top of that guy.
Okay. And how many swarms are you gonna? Is that
That's just one swarm of army
one
ants.
swarm? Okay. Cool. All right.
One
You
tile.
summon that, and it will appear, I believe, at the beginning of your next turn.
Let's see what it's
Go ahead and drop the spell.
Yeah.
See what it says. Yeah, it casts time one round. Okay, so it'll be
Okay.
back on next turn. Okay, Kurla, you're up.
Well, Kurla will raise their arms and sort of hold them as if in benediction, encompassing the room, and motioning with their hands backwards and forwards. They will cast, once again, Blessing of Fervor.
Nice. All right, go ahead and activate Blessing of Fervor on all of yourselves. And just remember to announce your bonus at the beginning of your turn, please. All right, move action from Kurla.
Kurla will stay where they are. Did that post? Yes, it did. Lovely.
did.
And yes, it's public, so you can all see what your options are. Kurla will stay where they are, and that is the end of my turn. Thank you, Beardy.
Wonderful. Petravian, you're up.
Full round smackadoodle with a power attack.
Blessing of Fervor choice.
And we are going to get another extra single attack.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, just call that out at the beginning of your turn. Jesus
Got it.
Christ.
So that's a 32 critical threat. I believe that confirms. A 12 that does, and another critical threat. I don't believe that confirms.
Yeah. That's why I
And
said
let me
Jesus Christ.
Let me get one more single attack.
Oh, it'll be
A
another
36.
Good lord.
Okay. So that is a hit, a crit, which I think they're actually immune to, a miss, and a hit.
This is
And
the
another
bane of Skrewy right now.
Yeah. You gotta love it when you're like fighting golems. It's like they're immune to magic and critical hits. And Skrewy's just over here just spitting 20s like a madman.
I know. I think you've gotten, what, 4 criticals this session?
At least.
And I don't
Oh,
know
more
the
than
last
that.
time I've gotten one.
No, more than 4.
More
This is
than
like,
4 this session.
Yeah, I think this is 6 and 7 on this turn. Yeah, so that's a
But
hit.
don't worry, he'll be disappointed about it still.
Yeah.
Well, no. I mean, the fact that it's that it's immune to critical hits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would bum me too.
Yeah. Oh shucks.
Poor
It didn't take-
Prosito.
It didn't take
Oh,
all the
jeez.
damage.
There's apparently smoke upstairs. I'll be right back.
You don't. Yeah, just go.
What? Oh wow. Good luck, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go.
You can just
Dang.
go next time, Skrewy. It's okay.
Yeah. If there's smoke in your house, you don't have to tell us. Anyway. All right. So of those shots, though, quite a few of them are going to hit and do a significant amount of damage. All right. That's going to take us on to Riz.
All right. Well, this is the last one I got, so let's pray that it works. And they'll
Light
do their
that- Sorry.
last dispel magic on the room.
Okay. Give me a caster level check.
You got it. 28.
All right. The room winks back into normal. The enchanted effect goes away, and the golem does not appear to like that. You hear the sound of like metal scraping inside itself. So it definitely does not like being outside of that field of energy.
Fuck you.
Nicely done, Riz. Nicely
And
done.
then I'm guessing move action. You want to move those.
Ball lightning's back onto him. Yes, please.
Different show.
Good
Dead show. Is fucking
All right.
dead.
It is fucking dead. All right, that takes us to round 4. The Iron Golem, now slowed again, is going to turn and attack Petravian one time. And I believe that's going to miss. It does. All right, it turns and misses Petravian, and that's its whole turn. All right, Lovette, Archie combo turn. What would you like to do?
Alright, can you hear me? Can everybody hear me? Is this working?
I love it.
Are you feeling out here? You okay up there?
You're coming through fine. Hit it hard.
Alright, we're gonna give it all we got. Let's go!
It has a
And,
weird appealing sound to it.
I believe this is working. I feel strange.
I didn't understand that part.
I understand her even less than I usually do.
Yeah, so we're gonna go with the full attack this round. I was gonna try to make Archie tougher, but I think Riz has solved most of the problem.
You're blessing a fervor choice for the turn?
More hits.
All right.
Alright, so power attack, so it's a full attack and a single attack, right? Is
It
the,
is a
the
full
blessing
attack
of fervor
followed by
is
a
it the
single
regular
attack.
single? Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, there was a nat 1 in there.
There's
That's
a nat
not
1
good.
in there, so please resubmit that punch, 6-arm punch.
Okay. Those were some pretty bad hit rolls too.
When did we
Cool.
throw the 6th arm on him?
Oh, sorry. I didn't. I clicked the wrong one.
Okay. So
Do you mind if I just resubmit the attack to begin with?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Sorry about that. I didn't really look through in detail. Well, that was better though. I can see at a glance.
All right. So that is that's that power attack?
That's with power attack, and then this is the extra attack. So
Okay.
it's a
Oh, I
38,
see, yeah.
28,
Yep.
33, 23, and 29.
Nice. All right, that's a hit, and a miss, and then a hit. Good stuff.
Oh shit!
That's a lot of
Nice.
shots. All right,
Very
here
nice.
we go. I do have to remove the electricity damage off of this on each one of them because they doesn't
Oh, yeah, yeah.
actually do electricity damage. All right, so that's -1. Shit.
Doing good.
We got this. I hope. I think. Yo, we've got this. We've totally got this. We're fine. Everything's
I
fine.
am way more pleased. Oh, I forgot. I need to burn my ability every round it goes off, so I may do that twice. But I am way more pleased than it is functionally useful for it to be using this ability.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
It's fine. Let me know when you're done. I need to delete these because.
Oh yeah, I did. I'm done. You can roll.
All right.
I didn't think about the fact I was going to drop those in chat.
Yeah. Alright. It's 4. Because I've got to like pull out the electricity damage in each one of these, so it's a little bit annoying.
Yeah, sorry. There's a
It's
way
all
I
good.
can do that before it rolls.
Nah, not without making a
Okay.
new attack or modifying that one. I'd prefer not to, because this is
Yeah.
only affects this one fight. It's not
Well,
that big of a
Right.
deal.
Thank you for doing the math for us, DM Daddy.
Hey,
Yeah.
if I wasn't wanting to do math, I wouldn't be a DM.
That's fair. I can empathize with that.
I
Alright.
just roleplay.
Alright, from Archie.
Yeah.
Archie gets in there and just starts hammering at this thing, and because that magical field is down, it seems to be taking more damage. It seems to be somehow more susceptible to getting its ass kicked. And Archie's just raining blows on it. Shards of iron are popping off its armor, and it looks like the fiery force inside of it is also starting to sputter out. Vera.
Alrighty. So, Vera's going to recoalesce as themselves onto the ground. And they're going to... I think that'd be an action. Is that correct, Revert?
What's Wild Shape? Wild Shape's standard action, yeah.
Okay. Okay. In that case, I will stay where I am at the moment.
All right.
And just have my swarm move in.
Okay. Your army ant swarm moves in. So let's see what these guys do.
It's going to be 3d6 damage, and if it moves, they can also cling.
Okay.
I assume that their poison will be ineffective, so...
Yeah, it's quite immune to that. All right. Let's see.
And they go.
It raises an interesting question to me. Is this like swarm damage in DR? I'll have to look that one up someday, and actually like get the proper ruling on it.
Well, I mean,
like...
we're episode 40 in. How much did
yeah, you know, right?
by the end of the campaign?
It's fine. It rolled less than 15 anyway, so this is a question to be asked for another day. It does 0 damage.
Oh, you rolled it? Okay.
Yeah, I rolled it. Did you want to roll it? You can roll it if you want.
We can roll next time.
All right. I mean, it's
just keep moving.
It doesn't matter.
All right. Sorry. Okay, Kurla.
I am going to delay my turn until after Riz, if I may, please.
Yeah, that's fine.
Thank you.
Until after Riz, we'll put you to 12. All right. That takes us to Petravian.
I'd like to roll my fortitude from...
Thank you. I appreciate you remembering that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Go for it.
36.
All right. Pass, and the poison effect ends.
Wonderful.
Nice.
And life's charge, power attack, full round attack.
You're blessing a fervor bonus.
And extra hit.
All right.
That's a 38, 25, 23, 21. And one
Not a single
more.
crit. What are you doing? Come on. Give me that single
let me
crit.
see what...
Come on.
Oh, no! Ask and ye shall receive.
Reroll.
Ask and you...
Let's submit it again. Let's see if
You
it
got
confirms.
it. 28.
All right. So, Petravian, you come in with your swing of fury here, and that is a hit, a miss, a miss, a miss, and a critical miss. That does not confirm.
Okay, good.
Barely, though. But one of
Barely.
these is going to hit. It's going to deal 6 points of damage.
I'm helping.
Yeah, you are. And that takes us to Riz.
I'm gonna throw a rock at it. A rock that specifically has an arcane rune on it, but I'm gonna throw a rock at it.
Does that do fire damage?
No, it's sonic damage,
Okay.
actually.
So I want to make sure.
That's way past cool.
I don't know if that actually counts since it's still kind of magical, but sonic tends to work in a different standard normally.
Yeah,
But it
I mean-
shadows his rival, and you know, as much.
I'll say at least I think you're probably right with the magic's damage, but Sonic does work really well against constructs usually, I think.
Yeah.
So
Okay. I would like to attempt Runic Overload, if that is all right, DM Daddy.
You can use it. Yes, go ahead. It is going to be ineffective though.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah,
that's all right. I tried.
It's still magic.
No, and it's fine. And you're right. You're right in that Sonic does act different than most other magic types or damage types in general. But this one is immune to all magic damage, just period. The only magic effects that do anything to it is fire and electricity.
Okay.
So,
well, it can roll its resistances for the electricity at least.
Yeah. And it will do
Reflex.
so. Reflex. Fail. All right. I don't even need to roll the other ones. Failed. It refreshes the duration. He's been slowed for so fucking long. It just every time you keep hitting him with it, it just keeps refreshing the duration. So he's never gonna get out of the slow. Alrighty, that takes us on to Kurla.
Well, Beardy, how is that magical aura looking or not looking? Is it still
Still down.
dispelled?
Still down. Yep.
That being the case, Kurla is going to stand there as if they've got their thumb up there. There's honestly nothing I can do, so I will do nothing. I will cheer
Alright.
everyone on. You've all got this. Keep on
With the
fighting. Hit that bastard.
Question: if the magical aura was down, what? How did that change? Did that change Petra's attack intensity? I thought the aura was adding to the DR. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it was adding to the golem stats, but it's down currently, so.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Never mind. Thank you.
All right. So it on its turn is going to try to attack Petravian again, and it actually hits. Okay, so one shot, one hit, and deals 23 damage to Petravian.
Ow.
That's its entire turn, and that takes us to Lovette. The Lovette / Archie combo turn. Which means, get ready, everybody. Here we go.
Oh, okay. Hit it with all you got, Lovette.
Get him.
Punch him.
And punch him again.
And maybe
And
some
again.
more.
Okay, Archie, believe in the me that believes in you! Yours is the fierce that impels the heavens!
You're converging too many references.
I
All
can't
right.
hold them all in. I've been waiting.
Okay, so that's a hit, a miss, and a miss. So one shot
Yeah.
hits. It deals, let's see, how much of that was electricity? 4. So let me shave off that.
Are we still fervored?
Yes, you're still fervored.
Alright, one
so you
more
get another
then.
attack if you wanted to. That is also going to miss.
Oh.
But don't worry, you only had 3 hit points left.
Holy shit!
Oh.
So, Archie and Grem, rather, would you like to put some spice on those dice?
Yeah, he's going for all these punches with the different arms, and then he goes in for an uppercut to like knock this thing off its feet, and just punches it while it's in the air and kind of juggles it until it's crumpled up into like a single piece of metal and drops on the ground.
Whew.
All right.
Beautiful.
Overpriced piece of junk!
So it drops to the ground and is no more.
Ugh.
That was a little bit
Combat
intense.
is over.
Oh, I'll hop out of the Archie mech. And I think Lovette even looks a little ecstatic about it. She's a little more hyped up than probably is need be.
Are you two okay?
Me?
Well, Archie, he...
Yeah, are you good, Archie? Are you okay with that?
I feel strange.
We were so in sync. It was crazy.
Strange good or strange bad, Archie? You alright?
Archie will move one of his arms to his chest and hold it there for a moment.
I felt different for a moment.
I mean, you don't have to do that anymore if you don't want to.
I'm not sure. I will need to think about it.
Yeah, you got it.
I'd like to check out this golem, please.
Yeah, let's
Sure.
search the body in quotations.
So you find the crumpled up form of the iron golem there. It looks like the whatever thing was like on the inside of this has fully burnt out and is now just sort of ashes inside it. It almost looks like spent charcoal on the inside of this metal outer shell.
Okay.
But you can easily pry off one of these large plates of metal and get into like its inner body cavity. And you can kind of just root around in there, look for stuff.
I'd like to.
We would like to root.
That'd be really. You know what?
Absolutely.
Let's do it. Let's
get
root
Like
around
it's
in
our
that
garden.
that
Root around
golem.
there, yeah. Just let's get dirty,
Get
guys.
really in there.
Yeah.
Lovette doesn't want to touch it.
Give me.
Lovette, you want to go in here? You want to go in this one
Is
too?
Look at this crap. It costs so much to make this.
38.
It crumble like paper.
All right. Well, you know what? You root around in this iron golem, and you know what you find?
A key. Am I right?
Nope.
Oh, what did I find?
You don't.
What do we
What did
find?
I find?
Well, you find that this thing has some gems inside of it. It appears to be made of expensive materials. So you find some
Monday.
Yeah, you find some precious stones.
Well, there any diamonds?
No.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Oh, the materials are still. Okay,
Well, this
actually,
will
do
go
want to take a
in
look outside.
the group bag for now, and we'll separate it later.
Okay.
I mean,
I'll put a
yeah,
note
if
in
it's
there.
enough money, well, I suppose.
I
We
would-
could build something similar.
Have to save up a little too.
How much do you
Petravian
think
will
these
lean out,
cost?
lean around the door. Chisel, we're all good down here. You can come on down.
Or, go and find your wife. That works too.
I mean, I don't know if they can get out of here. Just like, I mean, we're in a tomb.
Don't
Yeah,
you
but
just
they did
usually leave him randomly in places?
I do not.
You hear a snort from 2 rooms over.
How did he get out of the arena?
Yeah, we didn't take him with us.
I don't know. I was dead.
No, the second time when you did not die.
Or the third time.
Or the third time.
The aura in the room returns.
Should we
Alright.
maybe get out of
This
here
is
before he
It
starts?
doesn't need to affect you. I'm just saying, like, it just comes back.
It creeps
That's
me
all.
out. I don't like it.
Yeah, what if
Or-
it gets up?
Are these armor pieces connected, like completely, anymore?
No, you can separate them apart.
How much do you think these are? And I have the gloves, boots, and the helmet.
Not a whole lot on their own.
Do you know, Lovette,
Didn't
Risen?
They're not probably worth. I mean, I can look at it.
I'll appraise it, sure.
Thank you.
I have appraise.
did we already strip out the worthwhile parts? The
That's why
the-
I'm asking.
Huh?
Or maybe it's more.
Who fucking
I don't
knows?
know. It's magical.
It's junk. I already told you. The
Yeah,
whole
it's-
thing. It's crap. These golems are crap. They're expensive pieces of junk. Automation. Real automation.
You can't actually fix everything by sticking gears in it. You know that.
I mean, I made a new leg.
I think I made you the new leg.
Well, you made another new leg, but I'm just saying. What can you not fix with gears if not your own body?
Relationships? I don't know.
Ooh.
Bree.
Alright, let's keep going.
Yeah, I'm gonna listen into the next door in the meantime. 37.
Do you think that if something has gears, it is not good?
He did not say that. And you'll never hear me say that, for the record.
What did you mean then?
I think you're wonderful, Archie. You know that. I think sometimes if all you have is a hammer, everything looks like a nail, though. And that goes double for Petravian over there.
Well, he has more than a hammer. He has two.
Yeah, it's got a pointy end. 2 pointy ends. 2.
He's also got an elk that he likes to do ridiculous. I'm still not fully understanding the suplexing thing. That's really going to be bothering me for a
Let's just
while.
leave him alone. He's not going to explain himself to us.
I'm going to take the helmet and the gloves.
All right, you can add them to your character sheet as busted iron golem parts.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, Riz. You listen in at the door. You hear the sound of air moving,
I hear air.
like a whooshing noise.
That is how sound works.
I guess I'll open the door.
Okay. You reach out and you open the door. What you see is a room dominated by a massive hole in the floor. It seems to, well,
Holy
can't
moly.
see it very well. You can't see it very well from where you're at. But there are these strange puddles of what look like ink also scattered on the floor around you. Make a perception check, please.
Okay. 43.
Ooh, nice.
There's a piece of paper on the floor in front of you.
I promptly pick it up, open it up. I look back in the other room. We've got another paper. Are you ready to hear?
Oh, here we go again.
Yeah.
All right, you
I'm getting more
uncrumple
mad
the
at
paper,
this.
you read it, and you're all whisked away into another memory. You see Protean military officers, many of them bloodied and wounded, speaking to Marcus at the rear of a battle He nods, issuing orders, looking out across a wide expanse of rolling hills. There's a strange army of men in jade armor in the distance, meeting his own in battle. Darting above the melee are long serpent-like beings belting out breath attacks of fire and lightning. A wagon pulls up, and men quickly unload an obsidian black box worked with gold and swirling arcane symbols. He places a hand on the object, and the arcane symbols illuminate. Clouds begin to churn and swirl high above the battlefield. Marcus's body crackles with energy as his eyes illuminate with a pale light. His mouth opens and all other sounds fall silent. Everything goes dark and you hear a voice. For victory and glory. And you will find yourselves back in the room.
Well, I think we're getting closer.
To something, yeah.
So it's definitely leaving these for us, right?
I don't know. I was kind of hoping it was like injured on its way and was like.
Yeah,
Yeah, but it's like
I was just next to the door, so maybe he's squeezing through the door and a page comes out.
Like Vera makes this like squinting, like doubtful face. Like
You're pressing X to doubt.
Well, I mean, yeah, it is kind of. It gets me that they are in chronological order. That makes me think that maybe that they are the duplicate. But as we've said how many times before, not going back, just keep going.
Petravian, take lead.
Yep.
Beardy,
Hmm?
may I please do a perception check on the large pool of ink-like liquid without actually touching it to see what it might be?
Yeah, the pool directly in front of Riz, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah, it looks like ink from here.
It looks like ink.
It looks like ink, yeah.
Or my
I
mom's
think you'd
blood.
have to get closer to.
That's
Yeah.
true. It could be Lovette's mom's blood. Or
Very
tears.
specifically.
Or Mellifera's blood.
Well, come
Or
on,
Mellifera's
Petravian, get in there.
blood.
that
But
was
just,
Bramble.
I'm
avoid
gonna
the
do
pool.
a quick
That's
lay on
all.
hands of myself though, because
Okay. And
As
that
we're all
temp HP
squished
is
in this hallway.
that temp HP is still holding on barely. Like you've got a couple seconds of it left.
all right.
Oh, it's timed?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's round. It's space and round.
One round per level.
There.
So great
Yeah,
in
that's why I didn't
combat.
want to waste too much time in this entryway.
Okay.
While we're in the
Travian,
corridor, could I
you
actually do a
cast-
detect magic on the on that pool? Beardy.
Sure.
Thank you.
Alright, you cast Detect Magic on the pool. And
my mom's blood and mom's tears. Sorry.
the pool appears to be non-magical.
Okay.
Okay. I enter the room, and I
Okay.
perception check it.
Sure thing.
Anything else in the area?
Well, there's a pit in the middle of the room.
Oh dear. For 13. That's a big
All right.
bit.
Yeah, you see a big pit. You don't know how deep it goes. You could check if you got closer to the pit.
Yes, I bet I could.
What do you want me to say, right? It's a pit. Who knows?
I don't like that pit. Something's gonna come out of that pit, I bet.
I don't know. I can fly down it and check.
Yeah,
Why don't you
I'll
shoot
be
an
good.
arrow down it? See how deep it goes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh shit!
That's
Wow.
That's some spice right there.
Point the crossbow at Petravian.
oh wow! Look at that Pete.
Nice trigger discipline there.
So
I
there
will shot him.
is a strange symbol on the floor, it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Forgive me, it's been a while, but is this similar to the symbol that we saw in the Deadlands when we rescued Reduvi?
Make a Knowledge Arcana check.
Okay.
Also, from the other room, you can hear. Is everything okay over there?
Yeah,
I'm
I'll
afraid
bring
I-
you over here soon.
Cannot fit through the room.
Yeah, I'll bring you here soon, Archie. There's a
Lovette,
hole in
don't-
here. I might just take you over here once we get into the hole.
Riz, it does appear to be very similar. Yes. It is very similar to the one that you saw Reduvi on.
have an erase spell?
But no place spell for what?
The symbol, it looks like the one that Raduvi was on. At least similarly.
Alright,
Fly
and
over.
the temp HP is going to end about here.
Okay.
So let me pull those off.
I'm gonna fly over by Riz and copy the symbol into my notebook.
Petravian calls out, Archie, keep an eye on Chisel in there for me if you don't mind.
Don't tell me what to do.
Shade.
I feel like your
Damn.
book's gonna be just as dangerous as these guys' book eventually.
Okay.
I know, isn't it exciting?
No!
No, I'm not going to use it for bad things.
Yeah, but what if it becomes sentient and starts doing bad things?
I'm not going to do whatever he did to make that happen.
Well, does it have bad things in it?
I mean, that's the thing you have to do on purpose. I'll go ask the other talking book we know. He'll know.
You hear whispering voices in the distance.
Oh yeah, here we go.
My hair just rose. Ugh.
Any direction, or just all around?
It seems to be coming from the center of the room.
Well, I'd like to check the next door in this room at least, since I don't
Sure.
see anything else to interact with.
You grab the handle and it's stuck firm.
Well, these one's locked.
Did anyone investigate the black liquid?
I think Kurla was.
Yeah, it just appears to be like ink, maybe.
Ink?
Definitely looks like ink.
I'd like to run my finger through it.
Okay. You run your finger through it, and it feels like oil, like a slick oil-like substance.
I'll smell it.
It's almost greasy. You smell it, and it smells. It almost like it has a negative scent, as in like you smell it and it just sort of dulls your nose for a while. Like it has no perceptible smell, but it just seems to, whatever it is, seems to like deaden your nose a little bit when you smell it.
Gotcha.
This has an ominous violin sting to it. I can just hear it.
Mm-hmm.
Vera's putting her fingers in, sniffing it.
Yeah.
You could just see the xenomorph crawling behind her on the ceiling.
Yeah. Somehow the guy with the map gets lost.
Look up at the ceiling. Is there anything on the ceiling?
You look at
It's
the
the ceiling
ceiling.
stone.
Good night, everybody.
No.
All right. You look up at the ceiling, and it looks like the ceiling has in most of these rooms, which is just pretty much a plain, unadorned stone
Okay.
ceiling. The whispering is getting louder.
Can we discern any words or language or gender
It's
or
Chanting. The voices don't seem to have any gender. They're just distant, whispering, hissing, like hissed, whispered voices.
Spooky
And
number
it
whispers.
might be Protean. Probably is Protean.
emanating from all around us or from the hole specifically?
Coming up from the hole.
Coming up from the
Yeah.
hole. Okay.
So a question just in relation to the map. How big is the hole? Like, is that considered one space or is that considered 9 spaces?
I'd say it's more like 9 spaces.
Okay, so Archie will fit in there.
Big ass
Alright.
hole.
Then
Yeah.
I'm going to use Maker's Call to bring him over to this room.
Okay. Where would you like him to pop in?
Right on the southern end of the room, right here, south of me.
Alright. Alright, so once the last of you enter the room, the door behind Vera is going to shut on its own.
Oh,
And out of the pit, some things are going to coalesce.
There's back time again. Oh shit!
Oh fuck!
And here we go.
I gotta get the fuck out of here.
Alright, boiling up, bubbling up like creatures made of pure just darkness. 3 beings appear and push themselves out from the endless depths of dark of that pit. The whispered chanting sounds of some sort of Protean incantation echo throughout the room as they push in and begin to attack you all. I'm going to go ahead and roll
no
initiative
way.
and start some combat.
Delightful.
Riz, you have initiative.
Well, in their panic, simply because they weren't expecting it to just kind of happen as soon as Archie appeared, Riz just kind of pulls this energy out of their chest again with 2 glyphs and just blasts them at all these dread wraiths using storm bolts.
Nice.
And I will up the DC on that one to 27.
Okay, storm bolts. D8 per level. Yikes, yikes, yikes. And stunned for 1 round if they fail their fort saves. Here we go. Fort save DC 25. Fail, pass, fail.
Nice.
What? Riz just died.
Ridge is
What?
no longer
You
in
just
combat.
deleted Riz.
Oh,
I didn't delete
Well,
Riz.
someone deleted Riz because
I
they
might have hit the
disappeared off the
wrong
map and off the
thing.
tracker.
Sorry.
Okay, let me add Riz back to the field. That's weird. That's the second time that's happened tonight.
I'm using 2 keyboards here between.
Gotcha. I'll put
Arranging-
you back. You were at the top of the initiative order,
Correct.
so you were at. We'll just put you to 27. Okay, there you go.
Anyways, 16d8, correct?
Yeah, it'll be 16d8.
That'll be 72 damage.
Woo! All right.
And then, if they can be paralyzed or stunned, they will be. Will they?
All right.
Wow,
in
there,
that
he was speaking
case,
that way.
yeah, 2 of them get stunned.
All right. And then I'll take the +2 AC. Oh,
Okay.
I guess Fervor probably ran out?
That's dazed. Fervor. What's the duration of Fervor? Yeah, Fervor
1
is
round
also
per
ran out,
level,
sorry.
so it would have been gone by
No
No
now.
worries. I just wanted to make sure that was the case. I'll get rid of that for
Yep.
now.
Cool, cool. Yeah, go ahead and turn off Fervor off your characters.
That is
All
my
right.
turn.
Cool, cool, cool. So the next one is going to take us to the Dread Wraith that is stunned, and he's going to miss his turn. But he's no longer stunned.
That's fine.
So
I can
he's
do
no longer
that.
stunned, and it goes on to Lovette.
Well, now I actually really, really do want to climb into my robot. This seems like a very good time to do that. So I'm going to, again, use Merge Forms. And basically burn both of our turns for this round to climb into my robot.
Okay, so Archie showtime. Okay, that takes us to
Sorry.
the Dread Wraith that is not stunned, and it's going to make a 5. I just even need to make a 5 foot. It's its reach. Boo, 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 boo. It has reach, yeah. Okay, it is going to make an attack against Petravian.
Oh boy.
All right, Incorporeal Touch. That is a success. It's going to deal 8 points of damage to Petravian.
That
But
will
I also
save.
need Petravian to make a fort save.
Fort save. You got it, boss. 21.
That is a fail. Petravian takes Con Drain.
Did you clear the one damage
From what cleared
from
it?
from the poison?
Yeah, but what cured that damage?
Oh, I thought that was temporary. Okay,
Nope.
never mind.
Okay.
Never.
Alrighty. Alrighty, that takes us to Kurla.
Well, Kurla is going to first back the F away, and they're going to do it with a surprising amount of grace, which is a swift action. So I can cast a swift action and a standard action. Silly question.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you can.
So with a surprising amount of grace, they will slide their way to the back of the room, avoiding that puddle, and also avoiding drawing any attacks of opportunity. And when they've got their back up against a wall, they will once again hold out their arms in that benedictory pose and waggle their fingers and cast waves of light towards their comrades as they cast Blessing of Fervor once again.
Nice.
Yay.
Alright, go ahead and add Blessing of Fervor onto your characters and just call out your chosen bonus at the beginning of your turn.
You got it, DM Daddy.
Alright, that takes us to the Dread Wraith. It is no longer stunned, and that is its entire turn. Vera.
All right, +2 for AC.
Okay.
And what Vera's going to do, first of all, Vera's going to take a step back into the corner more of the room.
Okay.
But her arms are going to start on fire, and she's going to center a flame strike right on where all 3 of these dread wraiths are coalesced.
Nice.
Let's
I like
go,
it.
girl.
Hell
yeah.
All right. So a flame strike is called down upon them.
Yep. Boom. There we go.
Hell yeah.
Get him.
Burn.
That's going to be 54 potential damage.
Alrighty. So that is a DC 18 reflex save. I have all 3 of them roll it. Boom, boom, boom. That's
Oh,
actually
in
pass,
my room.
pass, pass.
Yep.
Sadly. But they still take half damage. So that's nice. Alright. They all take half damage, which would in this case be 27? Alright. And that is their turn. Or rather, that is your spell. That takes us to Petravian.
Wonderful. Petravian's going to take a 5-foot step to the southwest, and he's going to full attack the wraith to his north.
The closest one
West.
to him.
Yep.
You got
The
it.
closest one to him, power attack, and full attack. That is
our
a
eighth
26.
critical.
Yes. 23, 12. Is that a perfect?
It is.
It is.
What
It is
the
a perfect critical.
I rolled a perfect critical, but it didn't count because the target was slowed.
And let me get one more.
Sorry.
Power attack.
It's
Single
fine.
attack.
It's fine. Someday I'll get a perfect
33.
critical. Okay. All right. Well, this is this is a lot of hits. So that's gonna be a hit, a miss, a critical, and then another hit. So let's go ahead and roll some damages here. 24. Let's see, another 9 for positive energy. The perfect critical, I'm gonna do some quick maths on. I think it was. Did we figure out it was 50? No, hold on.
That sounds low.
That's way low. What is your actual? What's your formula? Life's charge.
Times 3.
So it's a D8. Okay. It's a D8 plus 19 times 3. Okay. 8 plus 19 times 3. Maximum damage is 81. So that's what the critical is going to hit for. 81. And then that also does 4 more points of positive energy damage. And then that final shot hits for 26 and vanquishes that Dread Wraith.
Yeah!
Well done.
All right.
Good
he's
job,
down.
Petravian.
All right. That takes us to... Well, I need to move Archie up. Archie's going to be at 24. And that takes us to the beginning of next round. Riz.
Oh, yeah, that's a really good question what I want to do. I guess I'm just going to use my Runic Guide for now and just blast with force damage on the westmost one.
Okay.
Just to conserve spells right now. So I will also take the extra attack from... Oh wait, I didn't actually get Fervor because I was too far away. So it's just normal.
Did you not?
okay.
Oh,
No, I'm too far away. So it's a 38 and a 27 to hit.
Okay, and sorry, you were shooting the one that was to the south?
Correct.
Okay. All right, well, both of those are going to hit. So you deal 17 damage on the first shot and 17 damage on the second
It's
shot.
just a blast and a blast, kind of rotating the angle of the staff and then stamping it down, having the extra sparks of energy come out of it.
All right, Dread Wraith's turn is up, and it is going to make a full attack against Archibald. All right, Archie, you are struck for 13 damage. And then you need to make a Fortitude save.
Okay.
Pass.
Ooh.
All right,
Okay.
that takes us to the Lovette Archie joint turn.
Well, I didn't want to interrupt earlier, but it might not be a joint turn because I'm actually going to use my swift action to then disembark him again.
Okay.
As soon as I've hopped on,
I'm sorry, Archie. I asked you if it was cool. I didn't even think about respecting your consent immediately after that. Yeah,
there's like a back hatch, lets out some steam, and I just kind of embarrassedly crawl out the back hatch.
Did you just? Are you saying poop out Lovette?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Riz
So
just on the wall looking at you like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I just panicked. Those things still remind me of Malcolm. It scared me.
The one you made the robot of?
It's complicated.
Yeah, I guess so.
so that was a swift action. So I'm gonna cast Greater Magic Fang on him,
All right.
and that'll be my turn.
Cool. Archibald. Now, is pooping you out just you said it's a swift action?
It's a swift action. It says the summoner he can end this effect at any time as a swift action.
Okay. All right.
So
Then Archie's up.
he's going to do his punches now that he's got his Magic Fang going.
Did you activate the buff?
Yeah, I almost forgot to.
Yeah, if you want to do that, then I'll give you that +1 to hit to damage.
Be a little different.
I don't think I'm gonna worry with the power attack this time. And then we're still fervored.
Yeah, you're still fervored.
Okay.
You're freshly fervored, rather.
Indeed.
So the full attack is against the guy closest to him, and do I get to make the fervor attack like separately? Can I see if he dies from that and then
Technically,
make it?
no. It would
Okay.
all be part of the same series of attacks.
I'm okay with that. He does still have cleave, so if it does, all right.
All right, roll it again.
I rolled the natty.
Nah,
Oh,
you're fine.
okay.
You're good.
There's a lot of roller coaster in that. Okay.
Yeah, a lot of emotions.
Yeah. So there's a 41, a 33, a 31, a 35, and then the nat one that didn't confirm.
Yep. All of those attacks but the nat 1 are going to hit. So that's 25 damage, 26 damage, 25 damage, 27 damage, taking this fucker to -52 and destroyed.
Like a fucking freight train.
And then he's gonna
Alright.
cleave into the next guy because he does have a great cleave.
Get him.
And that was a critical threat with a
That
36 to
confirms.
confirm. Okay, so that's 44 more.
All right, 44 more damage.
Chugga chugga choo choo.
Drunk. All right, and that'll take us to Kurla.
Nice.
All right. Kurla is going to hold up their hand, flick their fingers like they're lighting a lighter. A tiny little beam of fire will emerge, and they will throw it like a match, end over end. It will fall into the pit, and then this column of black and red fire will shoot upwards, hopefully enveloping that last dread wraith as they cast Flame Strike.
Alrighty. Right, it gets a saving throw that it fails, and what's going to happen is this column of red and black fire spews up from this pit, hits the wraith, completely evaporates it, leaves nothing behind, except for the column of fire itself is going to strike the ceiling and leave behind a burn mark on the ceiling. That give me a perception check, Kurla.
I would be happy to. I wonder what it will look like if I'm capable of actually identifying it. That is a 31.
Yeah, the burn mark in the ceiling is unmistakably the holy symbol of that which hungers.
Kurla will see that, and a shudder will just run down their spine, and their hands will actually go to their face.
And that's combat. The last of the Dread Wraiths have been slain, leaving the lot of you in the room with no more enemies to slay.
Who the fuck made this fucking temple? Where did they
The
get this
Bloodhounds.
shit?
What do
They
you
really
mean?
didn't want him getting out.
Everyone
Yeah.
else sees that, right? I'm not just imagining that, and
Guess
Kurla
what?
will point at the scorch mark on the ceiling.
What is that? Oh, fuck that.
So
Well,
you see
put some of the ink on it.
You see that too, then? I'm not just imagining that. That is
No,
what I
I'm
think
not
it is.
imagining it.
Fantastic. Just fucking great.
That's not a reflection on you, Kurla.
It's where your power comes from.
Yeah.
Do we already
Thank
know
you
this?
for reminding me. That's
I-
wonderful.
No, the reflection on you is the lack of things trying to kill us in this room.
Mm-hmm.
That's the part you contributed, and I appreciate it.
Thank you, Lovette.
And
Alright.
I'm really sorry, Archie. I was really awful there.
What?
I mean, when I asked you if you're okay with helping with operating the controls, and then you said you have to think about it, and I didn't really give you time to think about it. I just did it again.
Oh. Sorry, I hadn't. I must have forgot.
Oh, I mean, I just want to make sure you're okay. I should have at least asked first.
Archie, are you feeling alright?
I'm functioning within normal parameters.
But not like that. I mean, like, you know, you. Do you feel good?
I do not understand the question.
I thought you did.
Right, there's functioning and then there's feeling. They're two different things.
Well,
I suppose I am slightly damaged.
Well, we can fix that at least, but how are you
Yeah.
emotionally?
I'm operating within normal parameters. I think everything is fine. How are you?
Yeah.
Worried about you?
Yeah, you're not the only one.
you would tell me if you're unhappy about something, right, Archie?
Of course. I would
Okay.
tell you anything.
Are you on your own initiative?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, yeah, I'm not going to interrogate you. I wouldn't say that this is a happy moment, so I think that I can understand if you're not, if you're kind of down right now. We're in a gloomy
This-
place.
This place is not good, and I will
No.
be happy to return home someday.
Yes, and you will. You will.
Lovette, do you want to, have you got repair that you want to do, or do you want me to
Yeah.
try and, do my thing? It seems to work on him. I never quite understood why, but it does, so I'm happy to do it if you need me to. He's one of
I'm
us.
glad it works when you do it, because I was kind of worried when it worked when Marcus did it.
So that's a yes then?
Well,
Fair enough.
yeah, I mean, it would take some supplies I would need. I would normally be fine with it, but we might be cutting it kind of close here. It depends
No.
on how much it costs you.
I got it. I got it covered. Kurla will
Okay.
reach out and sort of give Archie's... reached as far up on Archie as they can, which I guess is probably more like leg level. I don't really know. Archie's
the
huge.
knees.
The knees. But Archie will, Kurla will pat Archie, and as they do, they will cast, let's say, oh, hell with it. Full on heal.
Alright.
Ooh.
Alright, that'll restore Archie to full hit points.
Nice.
Is the temp H thing an ability that you trigger, or is it a passive ability of yours?
It's a passive ability, but again, it's only per round, so it will not
it's
linger
only for
outside
a
of
short
combat.
time.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately.
Here's a
It's a
listen
fun
into
one.
the next door.
Perception check, please.
You got it. He said the name.
You listen in.
29.
You hear something humming, like a low-pitched hum.
Oh god, if this is Symphonia's fucking room, this will be great. And Riz will open the door.
Alright, you open the door, and ahead of you, you see a strange room that seems to contain, well, a set of That's strange. Wonder why there it goes. I was wondering why that wasn't kicking on your screen. That seems to contain a strange-looking red crystal on the far end. It glows faintly red, illuminating the area. In front of you, on the floor, is a piece of paper.
Hello, paper. Hello, Risen. Why don't we see what you have today?
Last time we talked to the paper, it didn't go well for
Well,
us.
the paper hasn't really talked to us, per se. It's just showing us things. Now tell me what you got, buddy.
Riz, you unfurl the piece of paper and read it, and you are all swept away in another memory. Shocks and swirls of power, torrents of negative energy, black and red energy issue forth like a tidal wave, spreading through the sky like fingers of a god. They sweep across the region, arcing over his own forces to make impact on the enemy lines. With luck, ending this battle in an instant. But something else happens. Another spell was cast. Everything slowed, imperceptible at first, but gaining a momentum that was unstoppable. Things ground down, slowing. A soldier nearby was caught mid-blink, another man binding his wounds. In the distance, a wave of energy from this terminal spell grew closer. In the face of this oncoming wave of stillness, Marcus focused his mind, thinking as quickly as he could, while everything around him began to freeze. And in that instant, he escaped. He sucked in a breath as he materialized some distance away, and a shockwave the likes of which the world had never been seen before struck him. He saw a billowing cloud like a mushroom reaching high into the sky, and he knew in that instant that everyone on both sides of that battle had died, except for him. You all return to this room.
Why do I have a feeling that that's the reason why he's called the Betrayer? Because he didn't die?
Well, okay. So, I
Besides,
feel like
all the shitty shit.
we've gotten this is, well, at least Vera and myself, the third time we got the front row seat to this story, and I don't feel like we are any closer to figuring out how to stop the Deadlands.
Well,
Other than
we
what
got-
we were talking about.
We got the information in that one room.
That's true. We still need the other half from Kintao, whatever they did.
It's true. We
to-
have the spell information.
Even
But
if
I
we
mean-
don't know what that is, I'm sure Karis would. Karis knows a lot about necromancy, right? Yeah.
That's true.
Right.
I like
I'm
how you
going
just
to
like
talk to
agree
her.
to your own sentence.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
she's a necromancer.
She is, and she's very, very smart.
I think you're on the money for why they call him the Betrayer, though. I mean, for a Protean running from battle as he did, that there's no shame greater, I would think. Am I right in that, Petravian? And then Kurla's going to think, that came out a little bit different than I'd
Yeah.
intended. I wasn't casting
It's okay.
aspersions there. I was merely asking, am I right? Do I have
No,
to
no offense
culturally
taken.
understand?
No,
and-
no offense taken. Yeah.
I do think you made your
to-
point that way, so.
To essentially run away from battle when, I mean, even
Yeah,
when
they'd probably
everything-
like sentence you to death in the arena or something for that, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Not the point that I was trying to make. I was just making sure I had the cultural landscape right.
Yeah. No, but really, that
Very
means that,
insensitive.
well, it means that it is suitable enough so they would consider, I agree. And frankly, I was wondering this for a while, but they had made such a big deal out of it, I thought maybe he did something more than, not die. Which is possibly still to be determined.
True.
But
For a
yeah.
man like that being considered a betrayer, that's gonna be a blow. There might be something in that, something useful that we can use against him. I'm not quite sure what.
Maybe some psychological damage on him.
Right.
See, I told you, we don't have to fight him. We're getting the information we need.
There might be some leverage in there. I have to wrap our head around it.
Kintao might be fun later. Kinda looking forward to it.
for certain values of the locked down land that no one ever goes to and returns from. That
Well, yeah,
sounds
isn't that exciting?
Oh, yeah, I'm sure they'll be hospitable as ever.
Oh, who cares? It's a new adventure.
Roll out the carpet.
I mean, I took so many classes on it. I want to see if things are true. They're supposed to. They say that dragons don't have wings, and that they can still fly, and they have really cool clothes, and they make these picture scrolls. And then Moyle and I really got into those.
I like that. Besides, isn't sort of dealing with stuff like that just a little too enticing to not go and see?
I mean, I don't think we have much of a choice, but yeah, gotta do it once in life, right?
I mean, being a national exile isn't really so bad.
When you've traveled several worlds, you're always going to run into someone who doesn't like you. Kind of makes things
You
more
don't have to
fun.
travel anywhere else to do that. There's plenty of people who don't like us just for being outside here.
Yeah. I've had many opportunities to experience it just as.
So are we continuing
before
on,
we move
or
on to the next room?
Well-
Petravian was gonna knock on the door to see if he can open that door, see if we can get Chisel to come to continue on.
I mean,
Yeah, you can open the door.
Okay, I was worried it was gonna be locked.
He'll
Chisel
just go
squeezes
back
in.
where he
Just-
belongs.
You turn back
his
and what door?
wife, child? Lovette, you gonna call Archie from the next room? It looks like he's not gonna fit, I would think.
Yeah, she will. I'll bring you in the next room that you fit in. So we need you.
I understand. I am
Yeah.
here when I am needed.
I mean, you're not missing out much. This place is all the same.
so what's with all the oil? And I'd like to put a spark into this small oil puddle, potential oil puddle.
It does not appear to be flammable.
You gonna
Like
bottle that?
I just tested it first.
Am I gonna bottle? Yeah, I'm gonna fucking bottle it. It's gonna be useful.
There you go.
And I go to the big puddle. I'm gonna fill 2 bottles with it as best I can.
Okay.
Kelsey's
Careless.
going to bottle it. It's
For science.
Kella just keeps looking up at the scorch mark on the. Could we please just get out of this room?
Yeah,
I'm
quick,
waiting
let's
for
move in here.
Petravian.
please.
All right.
Now you're waiting for Vera.
So as Petravian leads the room, or leads the way into the next room, you are all bathed in the light of this strange red crystal. Unsure what is to come of this next area, but we'll find that out next time.
See you guys tomorrow for checkpoint.
Thank
Good
you.
night,
Maybe, I
everybody.
don't know. Fuck it.
Or, yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
Thanks for listening. As always, special thanks to William Succi and Andreas Pichler for the intro and outro themes, and Emily Roll for Fantasy for this episode's soundtrack. Interested in following us on social media? Follow us on Twitter at CheckPleaseDND. Or want to support the podcast and be part of the Czech Republic? Go to our Patreon under the Czech Republic. Until next time.